Stopped on the plane.
Bernard. Let's see Bernard.
The movie? Good. TJ? First down. First quarter, he's smothered on the line of scrimmage.
Okay, what assistance you got? Okay.
TJ lands on the right side.
Jesus, I don't believe it. They were much too deep.
Rebound.
Tell Chris and them to get up. He can't kick. All right, coach.
Out of bounds.
49. Can you hear me? Steve, can you hear me? Hey.
Walmart on the pitch.
Oh, Jesus.
They're going to air it out. Fabio and Rooney back to the kick. Rooney. Fabio. Going to be Martino. Moriarty carrying the ball. It's Yarmouth. Taking the head up to Patel. He's up the left side. He's still going. And CJ brings him down. Fortunari making the hit. Woody Hahn on the carry. Woody Hahn. It's a Patel, and he's hooked. Mike Berger. They're going on fourth down. The pitch to Yarmouth. Marshall is going through the line. Moriarty cuts it under. Patel up the middle. The fumble. Patel fumbled the pitch. He's safe, going, he throws, a wounded duck. Red, carried by Russo. Everything on ours, Luke. DJ looking for running in. Picks up the copper. Gordon fights for... Moriarty on the carry. Brought down way short of the first bell. Walmart takes the handoff. Throws out his headlock. He comes up on the side. Throw out of bounds. Going up the left side by Berger. Carson. Brought down by Chenard. Walmart, that's it. Walmart setting it again. Carroll to the side. First down. The pitch to the power of the option. He throws his ear. Touchdown. Third man to cook. Is good.
He runs those over the middle pattern.
See the ball?
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. It's fine.
Got it, Joel, now? I'll tell you, he's going to snap it now. There it is. Get it, get it! Look where the ball is! All right.
Where the hell is it? I missed it.
Yeah, that's our referee.
I missed it.
All right, that's...
Get up when the Saints don't want you in. We're going to play it early. I take out
The referee might be in your way, but you can't
No,
help
I'm all right. I'm all right.
it. Phone signal.
Just tell me if you can see where they're going, left or right.
That was an offside.
I got that.
Thank God there's no sun in the room.
Tell me if he's going to sweep to either side.
Yeah, okay. Sweeping left.
Got it.
Yeah!
Got it.
It's good.
Got it.
In there somehow in the... Oh, we got the play. Got the outside. Nobody can
Is it moving?
Moving, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Moving nicely.
Right?
Would have been me. Taking it left. Got it, there it goes.
Third down.
Great, but you, if it's pass, it might be pass, Joe. But, third and long. Ball's going to come back to the kicker deep, okay?
I got it.
Yeah, it's moving, Joe.
Fourth and 1, and we can take the penalty.
Well, they may not need it.
They need another outlet. Yes, they do. Need another outlet.
Oh, you mean down at that end?
Yeah, for them.
Look out! You gotta leave. Water! left, 75.
Okay. It wasn't there. Okay, let's go slot left 49. W. 49 W.
All right. After the
That
play,
wasn't
keep it
there.
going. All right.
They were stacked there. They were stacked there.
All I got to do is press it, Joe?
Let's just see what they're giving us. 49 is good. Robert doesn't have to see. Still there. It is still there.
Yeah, okay, I did. I took it off now.
Okay, 48W. They're giving it to us.
Taking it. All right. You Charlie will help you. He's telling me he needs some help. He's trying to hook up the power pack. You can help him.
Oh, I thought we got more than that. They are playing tight. Chris ran that one better. No, 35's there, tell him. That kid number 10's not bad. Okay, let's run him
Is it running, Joel?
Come on, what are we doing? Why aren't we finishing?
Yeah.
Okay, get down here. What is that kid slowing down for? That kid slowed down. The first guy down slowed down. Okay. All right, now they're going to come with that. Let's see. I bet they'll come with that. Nope, sweep to the other side.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go with the Dover. With the Dover. But Umi shouldn't have been going for that. We should have it on. Okay, we got it. All right. No, we were all right. We're all right. Tell him Dover again. Dover. Tell him Dover. We need a nice big play right in here.
Going, Joel. Okay, okay. Fine.
Come on, Chris, get over there. Where the hell was... Shit, aren't we in a Dover? What? On a Dover again. Jesus Christ, we're starting to let up. And Chris... Shouldn't have anything on. Oh, Jesus, we are missing that kid. Okay, good. We got a penalty. You sure? I think we're coming through and we're just missing the tackle. Okay, there's a penalty on that. I hope. Okay. Robert, you're not involved. Okay.
Again.
Oh, Shep! Shep is putting his head down and missing the friggin' guy. Jesus Christ, I stunted Chip right into the hole, and he's missing the fullback. Tell him to get into the hole. Tell him play it straight this way. He is ducked, for Christ's sake. What the hell happened?
Look at it.
Okay, lightning at one again. Lightning at one. Hey, just lightning at one right now. Come on. I'm stunning him right in there. Oh shit! Get the goddamn goal line in. Get the goal line in, coach. Oh, never mind. Okay, play it straight. I know. No, but that was Florian. Okay. Now Chip's got his read. Maybe about time they're going to come with that counter. It's a counter right now, I guarantee you. No? Okay. Play straight. We're going to have to go stunt in the next play. No, on the third down. On the third down, they pass. We want to get them in. Okay. It's got to be going to street pretty soon. It's a pass. Thank God.
Thank God.
Okay, put a lightning at 1 now. Put a lightning. Yes. Lightning at 1. Oh, shit. Elliot, right?
Push back, way back.
Where the hell was Robert? I mean, in Enburn. I mean, no. Put an Argon on. 6'5" Argon. Oh, he's passing. He scored, Janet. He came up. He should have stayed back. Okay, it's 12-12. Football game. Keep the goal line in. Hey, tell him watch for a pass. Now they're kicking. Yeah. I know. Okay, they're ahead 13-12. Come on. Okay, come on. Tell our guys to get up. Okay. Come on, get that right. They'll take a little wind out of this. Hey, the whole thing is... Get the water in there. Why the hell didn't we have a full friggin' team? Okay, get the water out, Coach. Get the water out. Hey, and you can get Jimmy back in. He should be all right. Tell him we just run a 48 pass to just run in, and Jimmy's going to run it. Really? Can't even run this one? Okay, all right. Let's stop them right now. Okay. All right, try. Put Ben Aarons in. Put Conch in at halfback, right. Tell Conch to stay up. Keisha, just giving a quick pop. It was right over Chip. No. That was straight. Tell Lightning one. Lightning one right now. Okay, I hope now we got it off. No, we don't. Okay, we came up that time. All right, now I want Lightning at 1 no matter what. Yep. Lightning at 1. We got to stop them right now. Turn right. Tell Jimmy, can Jimmy go in and just go the opposite way? Tell him to go to the left. Tell Jimmy to go away from the return. Okay, come on. Tell him to get in there, damn it. Tell Jimmy to try not to get the ball. Come up a couple yards. Now can Jimmy play? Sure enough. Okay, let's go 49W right off. No. Get it down right now. We can rush it right now. Looks to me like 35. Who the hell's making a tackle? That's good. Tell him 49W, look to check the 35. That's good. Hey, they're dying now, right now. Just run it! Oh, shoot! Why? Why are we going to flag? Who hit? Who? I know, I told him. Down on the 20. Okay. Tell him again. Tell him start left 15. No. Okay, all right. Where's your, no. TD right pass. Oh, shit, friggin' Koch. It was Koch. Okay, it's there. I want to tell you, it's a touchdown if they run it right. Go! Jesus Christ, run it! Hey! 48 past the strong end right now. Everybody move. They're moving over. All right. There they go. No, we got it. We got it.
When the game's over.
It's touchdown. It is friggin' touchdown if he runs it. No. TD right pass. Okay, 30 out. Put Robin in at weak. Got it? Okay, TD left, Coach. TD left. He made it. Go for two. 48 pounds. 48 passes, strong end. What do we got? TD right pass. Oh, it's there. It is there. It's there. Oh, that. Okay, okay. Kickoff. Yeah, I would have liked that one. Shoot, kick it down the field now. Okay, tell the corners to loosen up and Yelmer and Umi. Tell them watch for double passes or anything. Hey, put a lightning one on, right off. Lightning one, no matter what they come out. Tell Chris to wave favor. There it is. Where the hell's Koch? Koch has got flat. Yeah, but tell Koch he's got flat. He stays out. Oh, right off. Oh, Jesus. Oh. What the hell is Woody doing there for? Okay, tell lightning at 0. Lightning at 0 again. Coach, lightning at 0. Coach, get over there. Jesus Christ, it's not over. Jesus, Koch is there. It's Koch. He's supposed to be out there. No, fire at 0. Fire at 0. We're going to keep the pressure on this kid. I mean... That's it. That's it. Keep it on. Lightning at 0. Lightning at 0. Keep pressure on this kid. Tell Koch he's got the flat. I mean, this... Oh, lightning at 0. We're almost getting there. Okay, somebody got hurt. Who is it? 4th down. Why isn't it 4th down? It's 4th down, tell them this is a big play. It's 4th down, this is the game right here. Okay, tell them this is the game. We stop them. All right, you got lightning at 0, right? Lightning at 0. Okay. He made it.
Edgemont score on the 31-yard line. 6 minutes, 49 seconds to play in the game.
Oh, he just changed it. He went to the weak side. Kristen hit the right hole. That's all right. We're going to eat the clock off. Let's go I-15 again. Flat left I-15.
Let's go
Oh, Jesus! We don't want to stop the friggin' clock. Yeah.
Snap, pitch, moving on. Taking it on the end.
Oh, shit. They're not going to run his side. All right.
Back to pass.
Hey, he threw it away. Tell him he grounded the ball. Coach, you tell him to get it right. That's about. I know. Tell everybody to lose the way. Coach, get out right. Okay. All right.
Shotgun, back to pass.
Okay, that's nothing. Okay, lightning at 0. Lightning at 0. Coach, loosen everybody.
Take it down and move it back.
Okay.
Up to line of service.
Tell who can loosen loosen up. What the hell is that? Okay. No, it wasn't. Okay, fire at 0. Robert can loosen up. What the hell is he up there for? Jesus Christ, Umi, let that kid run right by him. Just run. Tell Umi I don't care what, we're going to run 48. That's it. Hold on. Doesn't matter. Just run. That's it. That's all we want. Oh, shoot. Somebody said 49. Tell that guy to come off. Whoever that is, whoever 60 is, it's hurt. 49. That's all right. Okay. I think he just checked. I don't know if he checked. That's all right. That's all right. That doesn't matter. Oh, no, that does matter. We didn't run any clock off. Oh, damn. What do we got? Hey, how far is he going? Oh, okay. What do we got on? 49? What the hell did he take so long for? Now it looks like they...
UA Columbia Cable 3 Sports presents another edition of the High School Football Game of the Week. And today, a League 7 encounter featuring the Panthers of Edgemont and the Pelicans of Pelham. And today's game is being brought to you by the Mavis Tire Company, and by Parkway Limousine Service, and by County Boys and Men's Shop, and by House of Honda in Mamaroneck, and by UA Columbia Cablevision of Westchester. A tremendously important game this evening. Not only is Cable 3 News Director Kevin McCabe in attendance, but it is also homecoming as we welcome you to Memorial Field here in Mount Vernon, New York, for a conference encounter featuring Pelham and Edgemont. Hi, everybody. I'm John Caridio along with Ray Karowski for a very important game. As we mentioned, the Edgemont Panthers, they're coached by Terry Smith, coming in with a record of 4-0, and they are undefeated in League 7 play. 2-0 is their slate. The Pelham Pelicans, on the other hand, their season goal is a 500 season. Well, they're at that right now as we speak. 2-2 overall and 1-2 in conference play. Coach, the surprise of Section 1 so far this year has to be Edgemont at 4-0. Spending so many years down in Class C football, now all of a sudden, by just a few numbers, bumped up to Class B. They're rolling right along, but this is really the meat of their schedule now, isn't it?
That's correct, John. Now, the question is, can they handle this meat of the schedule? They're coming against the Pelhams, the Eastchesters, the Nanuets. Now, they're physically punishing. And the one thing that we have to be cautious about is that Edgemont has 10 men out of 11 going both ways. Now you have Bordone for Pelham and Bouchard. Now these two guys are playing defensive tackle and defensive guard. Now they're bench pressing 325 pounds. So you're talking about a lot of strength. And can Edgemont take the physical punishment? It's going to be a pounding in there, and they may wear Edgemont down. But that's the one thing that is going to be very important for them now coming into the meat of their schedule.
Well, tonight here at Memorial Field, the fans are electric. As a matter of fact, if they were listening to Coach Karowski, the word to be used tonight, jacked up. We hope you'll stay right where you are, because in just a moment we're going to continue the pregame show. But to get you started, we've got some highlights of both of these teams in action just 1 week ago. And we'll take a short break and then return. And we hope you'll be with us, because coming up, as we continue here at Cable 3, the teams get ready. We'll visit with both of the clubs and their head coaches, Terry Smith of Edgemont and Mickey Spillett of Pelham, when the pregame show continues from Memorial Field in Mount Vernon in just a moment. For Coach Smith.
Well, we knew we had a senior team this year, and 5 of the guys have been playing with us since sophomore year, so we felt we'd have a good team because we were a little surprised being up in the B League and doing so well so far. It's the players. You know, we have Pataro and Yarmark and Florio and Waldrop and Derlin and Moyle. I mean, we have some fine football players this year, and they're proving it. I think actually in the long run, we feel that Edgemont should be in the C division. You know, we just made it by a couple of numbers, and this happens to be a very good class for us, but in the long run, I think we're going to see.
Now that we are moving into the 5th week of the 1986 season and the bowl invitations are just about 1 month away, tonight's game could be the key if the Panthers want to return to Memorial Field in late November.
Well, they should be mentally ready. You know, it's a big game, Friday night games on cable TV, and it's a league game, and I think we've only played 2 league games, and so this is crucial if we're going to go to a bowl and win the league championship. And they should be ready. Also, we had a relatively easy week last week, so, you know, it didn't require a lot of intensity.
Tradition really hasn't been the strong suit in football here at Edgemont High School, but the Panthers are now 4-0, and they're coming out to watch Edgemont play.
Well, we've always had pretty good support here, and we've had great support from the administration and the school board and everything. They've always been behind it. It just, for some reason or other, wasn't a football community for a while, but even before I came here, they told me down in the not the second, but the 4th, 5th, 6th grades, they had good athletes coming up. They were in the Scarsdale Pop Warner League, and so it's there. It's coming along. The freshman team won a game. They're 1-1, so we haven't had that in a while.
How do you think you match up with them?
Well, it's a question, I think, of speed versus strength and size. They're definitely much bigger. We only have one player starting over 210, over 180 rather, and they have quite a few. They also play about, I would say, 24 players. We play about 12. You know, we don't have a large squad. And it's going to be a question of whether they can wear us down or whether our speed can find the open areas and run like crazy.
So there you have a look at the Edgemont Panthers, as we mentioned, surprising at 4-0 on the season. And they're going to be taking on the Pelham Pelicans under the lights at Memorial Field. And in just a moment after this short break, we'll meet Mickey Spillette and his Pelicans, where we continue with the pregame show right here for the last 5 seasons. But every game they get right up and play to win. This season, the Pelicans have already the first 4 ball games, and that's right on course, according to head coach Mickey Spillette.
2-2 is right where we were hoping we'd be at this point. Everybody would like been 4-0, but at the beginning of the year, I figured if we got through the first 4 games 2-2, we had a good shot to go above 500, which is our goal for the year. This is my 4th year back in coaching, and all these kids have come up through the program, so we're hoping this turns the corner for the program.
There's a key right there. A lot of these players have played the last 4 years under Spillette, and they are very familiar with the system. Against the Panthers tonight, the Pelicans can use that knowledge as an edge in a very evenly matched game.
They're good, but I think we're good also. And it's going to be quickness on their part, and we're a big physical team, and we're going to have to take no prisoners. I think they're very quick, and I think they're very well coached. I think Terry Smith does a super job with them. They got the leading scorer in the county, and I saw them play myself, and they're a real good football team. But I think we are too. Well, I think we have to be real physical. They run about 13 guys. They don't. They play offense. They play defense. They're on the kicking teams, and we only play 4 kids 2 ways. So we've got to get out and get real aggressive and control the line of scrimmage and wear them down, tire them out.
Last weekend, some 1,400 points were scored in games around Section 1, basically because coaches are going to a passing game. The story is the same here at Pelham High School. They haven't passed that much recently, but Coach Spillette is learning as he goes along.
Oh, you learn every year, and passing never been my favorite part, but you know, we've got some big ends. We've got a 6'5" end and a 6'3" end, and quarterback can really throw the ball, and the line does a nice job blocking on the pass. So I've learned to adjust to this new phase of my life.
The man who makes the passing game go is junior quarterback Mike Brescia, who played last week with an injured right shoulder, but will be ready tonight, pain or no pain.
He's got an inflammation of his shoulder joint, and
every week.
But the first 2 passes he threw went for over 50 yards, both of them for touchdowns, so he'll come through Friday night. Everybody in the school's pumped up. This is a big weekend. Practically all our teams are playing tomorrow, and the highlight of the whole day will be the night football game. We've had good support through the years, but I think this year, coming off a big win against Westlake and playing an undefeated team, people are really going to be into this.
Of course, everybody is into this ball game. As a matter of fact, it is homecoming, as we've already mentioned. But more important, it is a league game for both of these teams. And for both of these teams, if they want to get into a bowl game back here at Memorial Field at the end of November, they're going to have to do very well in the conference. And as you can see, it's Byram Hills and Nanuet leading the way with 3-0 marks in league play, 3-1 overall. However, the only undefeated team so far in League 7 is the Panthers of Edgemont, 2-0 and 4-0 respectively. Ardsley comes in at 1-1, 2-1 overall. Then the Pelham Pelicans, who have already won 2 games this season, 500 on the year, 1-2 in the conference play. So you can see this is a big one for them tonight, and the rest of the league, Westlake, Pearl River, and Eastchester. It's an interesting conference because it is from all over Westchester County, and some teams that had played in Conference C, Ardsley and Edgemont in particular years ago, now both of them playing B schedules. Both coaches mentioned their 2 big players, Mike Brescia for Pelham, Jim Pitaro for Edgemont. For them to be successful, the offense has to perform, especially the line. So it's going to be up to the defense tonight.
That's right, John. Pelham's going to come out with a 6-2 defense. Now, if you understand a 6-2, you can have a wide tackle 6. You can get the man and move him out, make him wider. But what you're really doing, you're putting 8 men from end to end. Now, what Edgemont's going to try to do, they're going to try to run traps or try to get the angles because they're not as big as Pelham. Now, they're also going to try to hit the outside perimeter because they have Yarmock and Jimmy who can, you know, they run a 40 and a 4.6, 4.7. So they're going to try to hit the outside perimeter, which is good strategy to get around that 6-2. On the other hand, you have Edgemont, they're going to run a 5-2 defense. Now, the only thing that they're worried about, Brescia's a good passer, good quarterback. He can make things happen. Andre Thompson, 6'5", 220 pounds, is a threat in the passing game. So when that does happen, you're going to see Edgemont come out of their 5-2 defense, and they're going to go 4-3-4, which gives them man-to-man coverage because they do have the speed. And you're right, the defenses do have to function.
All right, weather forecast tonight here in Mount Vernon, New York. We've got some cloudy skies, little drizzle, threat of rain later on. But as you can probably hear in the background, the crowd is here, and they are ready for this one. It is a league game. Stay where you are, straight ahead. As we continue here on the pregame show at Cable 3, we have for you game number 5. And for both of these teams, bowl bids could be on the line with a win or a loss tonight. Stay with us. We'll have the opening kickoff in just a moment. Getting set for a homecoming experience. As a matter of fact, you have right there the Queen and her court. Sitting right in the middle is the Queen, who was voted here at the ceremonies at Pelham High School a little while ago. Her name is Alexia Roosh, and sitting next to her left, is Gina Beccarelli, and to her right, Tony Ann D'Onofrio. And that is the Queen in her court and homecoming celebrations here at Memorial Field for Pelham High School. Teams are coming out on the field. We're getting set for action tonight in a very important football game for both of these schools. The Pelham Pelicans at 2-2, 1-2 in league play. The Edgemont Panthers 4-0 and 2-0 in League 7 play. Referees for tonight's games, some old familiar names. Vinny D'Iso will be the referee. Dick Gagne is the umpire. The line judge is Dan Cansarelli, and the field judge tonight will be Angelo Palantonio. And of course, our two head coaches, Mickey Spillett, in his 4th season back as the head coach and athletic director at Pelham High School, a career record of 37 wins, 52 losses, and 2 ties. And on the other side of the field, very successful head coach Terry Smith, who is from Croton High School, and he is in here now for the Panthers with a career record of 102 wins and 36 losses. That's not chicken feed.
Yeah, that's right, John. This is his 3rd year here at Edgemont, and before that he was the head coach at Croton High School. He was in 4 bowl games, and he had 4 league championships. Before that, he was head coach at Byram Hills for 5 years, and before that he was head coach in Green Hill High School, Dallas, Texas, for 4 years. And he got that job through a friend, which he met in Virginia. His friend was from Vanderbilt, told him about it, and he got that job in Texas, and now he's back up here in New York.
All right, we're about ready to begin. Steve Freelander, number 60, with the boot, as it comes down to Mark Fawaz, number 27, crosses zone 20, still on his feet, gets to the 30, and goes down at about the 32-yard line. So the Pelicans will have it 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line, and we'll set the offensive scheme for you for the Pelicans. At quarterback, number 11, Mike Brescia. He is just a junior, 5'10", 165 pounds. Dave Milanese will be the fullback. 2 halfbacks on the left side, Mark Fawaz and Peter Cooney on the right. Andre Thompson and Gary Valente will be the 2 split ends. It is 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line for the Pelicans. And they'll go right up the middle on the first play from scrimmage, and getting just about 4 yards on that last carry. Number 20, Dave Milanese, the fullback. 4 yards for him. On the offensive line, I should say, for the Pelicans, the center is Emil Pagliucci, number 54. His 2 guards, Robert Cusack and Willie Cusack. They're brothers. Robert's the senior and Willie the junior. The 2 tackles, Mark Conlon and Morris. Morris is a junior, and Conlon is the senior. And again, they keep the ball on the ground, go straight up the middle to Milanese once again. He is up to the 38-yard line. And for Pelham, they'll be faced with a 3rd down and 5 situation. Make a quick correction there on the carry, number 24, and that is Gary Valente. Defensively for the Panthers, they have interesting front. John Fogle, Greg Florio, John Sinokla, David Koch, and Chip Waldrop will be the 2 inside linebackers. 3rd down and 5. Brescia wants to throw it for the first time and won't get it away. He goes down to the 35-yard line, and in on the tackle, number 62, Chip Waldrop.
Edgemont's applying pressure right here. You can see the linebacker coming in for a blitz. Right there he comes in and makes a tackle. Beautiful play. The offensive line for Pelham has to pick up that blitz man because they're penetrating and they're causing problems in the backfield for Pelham.
So it'll be up 4th down, and the Pelicans will be forced to punt it away. 4th and 7, and Mike Brescia standing at his own 23-yard line. No rush at all. High kick. Pitaro, or Derlin rather, Jarmark, number 35, gets the football, able to run it around the corner, up across the 30 to the 35, down to the 40-yard line, spins away from another tackle, and Brescia finally throws him out of bounds right at midfield. So an excellent return there by Chris Jarmark, number 35, as he returned it about 30 yards to midfield, and Edgemont will have it 1st and 10 from there.
Okay, now Chris Jarmark, here's the punt. Beautiful height, good hang time. He does not call for the fair catch. Jarmark gets it. Now they have the wall set to the left. Now there he wants to get behind the wall. He's got good speed. He's coming behind the wall. He's running out of room because of the sideline. Spins it. He's the fifth fastest man in track in a 2:20 in Section 1.
Umisi is the quarterback, and on the first carry they go to Jim Pitaro, number 33, and Pitaro gets up to the 45-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5 yards, and will bring up 2nd down and 5. Offensively for the Panthers, along with Pitaro in the backfield at the fullback spot, Umisi is the quarterback, Chris Jarmark is the halfback, Mark Derlin is the slotback, and David Koch, number 20, will be the split end. The offensive line for the Panthers, John Elliott, Greg Florio, Steve Freelander, Chip Waldrop, John Bogle, and the tight end, number 81, is Greg Lippman. 2nd down and 5. 9 minutes remaining to play. In this first quarter, we have no score. Pitaro and Jarmark, the backs, behind Zia. And we've got penalty markers all over the field. That's going to go against the Panthers for illegal motion. It'll be the first penalty of the day.
The slot back moved on that play. You see the slot back there to the left? There's the movement. Offsides. Now, Edgemont's coming out in I formation, and they're shifting into a slot. Now, he's right in the middle between the tackle and the end. That's a true slot. If he comes a little bit closer to the tackle, that's a tight slot. Now, what they're trying to do is they're trying to run. They will run to the slot side and try to hit that outside perimeter. Just take note if they do run a lot to that slot side, which I think they will.
2nd down. Right up the middle, Pitaro again. Big hole opened up for him, and he is close to the Pelham 40-yard line. They'll spot it at about the 43. And for Pitaro there, a pickup of 7 yards, and will bring up a 3rd down and 3. Let's take a look at the defensive set for the Pelicans. They'll go with a 5-man front. Andre Thompson, Carlo Bord. Al Bucha, Peter Cooney, and Mark Fawaz will be on the defensive line for the Pelicans. 3rd down and 3 now for Edgemont. 8:10 remaining to play first quarter. Zia with what looks to be an audible at the line of scrimmage. Pitaro, Derlin the setbacks. Zia wants to put it up towards the sidelines, completes it to Derlin, and he goes down across the 35-yard line to the 33, and that'll be good for a 1st down.
That's an excellent call by Edgemont because Pelham has that 6-2 defense. They're playing tight.
All right, let's take a look at that defensive secondary. In charge of the pass, Vinny D'Onofrio, Brian Swinehart, Luis Panchame, Jason Kalawatsky, Phil Patera, and Gary Valente. First down of the ball game belongs to the Panthers. They have it inside Pelham territory at the 34-yard line. Again, Pitaro, Derlin, the setbacks behind Zia. And again, Pitaro, and he is corralled by number 46 for the Pelicans, Andre Thompson. And Pitaro still able to get 5 yards on the carry.
Pitaro's the workhorse for the team. He's averaging 7.1 yards a carry. He has 10 touchdowns and over 100 yards each game. He's in there every minute of the game. Offense, defense, punt, kickoff. What a tremendous workhorse.
2nd and 5. Ball now at the 29-yard line. Genzia with an audible at the line of scrimmage. And they'll go to Pitara. Good hole opens up off tackle, and he bursts his way down to the 21-yard line. And that's good for another 1st down. Pickup of 7 for Pitaro. 1st down, number 2.
Now, in this formation, they went power left, and they're running straight ahead. Edgemont's trying to establish that running game right from tackle to tackle. They're running dives, quick traps up there, cross-blocking. And you got to be very careful because they're going to start running there and then spring it to the outside perimeter.
Do it now, man.
1st and 10. Ball at the 21-yard line of the Pelicans. So the Panthers threaten here early in the first quarter. Zia again looking towards the corner of the end zone, and it is incomplete. Gary Valente, number 24, stepping in front of the intended receiver. And for Edgemont, that was number 20, David Koch. So the first incompletion of the day for Zia.
That was good coverage by Valente. He's dropping back, making sure that no one gets behind him. If he would have come up with that interception, that would have been a big play. Someone's going to have to, John, someone's going to have to come up here right now with a big play to stop this drive.
Drive started at the 50-yard line. They're now down to the 21. Second down and 10. And again, Zia with the audible at the line of scrimmage. Have an interesting situation up here in the booth we'll get to in just a second. Zia with the long signal count, pitches it outside, looking for Pitaro, is able to slip one tackle, turns the corner, and gets about 2 yards before he is finally brought down by Andre Thompson, number 46 again.
Okay, here's what I was talking about before, hitting that outside perimeter. Now, Coach Spillett from Pelham is aware that they're fast to the outside, and they come in, see how they start feathering it out? They're 3 men in on a tackle. They're reacting very well to the outside play.
Now, I know earlier we tried to find Coach Smith of Edgemont along the sidelines. That's an impossible task because he's sitting right next to us here in the press booth, and that's an interesting situation. A lot of times the head coaches won't be in the box. Here's the throw as they were looking for Mark Derlin, number 35. The ball slipped right through his fingertips. However, Coach, he was wide open on that play.
The flats are wide open for Edgemont because the Pelham defense is playing tight. They're cognizant of the fact that they're running from tackle to tackle well on dives, and they can hit the outside perimeter. So the flats are open. Now, what this is going to happen, once they start completing that pass, then they're going to start to cover the flats very well, and then now the middle's going to be open.
All right, the Panthers will go for it on 4th down, 4th and 8. Ball at the 19-yard line of Pelham. Zia, play action. Throws it up across the middle, completes it, and it will be short of a first down. Gary Valente, number 24, really put the hit on Derlin. The pass completion was good for 6 yards, but Derlin is still down on the turf.
Okay, here's the pass. It's out in the flat again. Now watch this hit. Boom! They got hit by 2 guys. Now you got to be careful right here because Pelham is physical. They're punishing, and the question is, can Edgemont take this kind of physical pounding? Edgemont has 10 out of 11 going both ways, and Terry Smith's main concern is he cannot have anyone get injured because that would be detrimental to him. And again, Pelham is big, they're strong, and they are punishing.
A couple of other notes about this ball game tonight, in particular for Edgemont. Jim Pitaro, number 33, he leads Section 1 in scoring coming into this weekend's action with 10 touchdowns and a total of 60 points. 2 points in front of Rob Conklin of Irvington, who is 10 points in front of his nearest challenger. And there's a tie there, Larry Holloway of Scarsdale and Art Rakowski of Portchester. So Pitaro and Conklin, it looks like they will be running the rest of the season in a battle for the 1986 scoring race. And we should also tell you that Mike Brescia of Pelham, he has an inflamed right shoulder and has really been hurting over the last 2 weeks. Was really hurt in the ball game last week that Pelham was able to come up a winner against Westlake 18-8. And Coach, even though his shoulder was hurting him, he threw 2 touchdown passes, 1 for 50 yards and 1 for 8 yards.
Yeah, Jeff, from what I understand, he injured that shoulder a couple of years ago playing basketball. It was like a slight dislocation, but it is a chronic pain for him.
All right, you saw Derlin being helped off the field. Hopefully we'll get a report on him as he's favoring one of his legs. And there's a wide open spot for Peter Cooney, and Cooney bounces his way up to the 25-yard line. And that's a pickup of, make it the 26, a pickup of 15 yards for Peter Cooney, number 87, a senior, 6'2", 182. First down for the Pelicans. And now a little more breathing room from their own 26-yard line with 4:55 remaining to play in a scoreless first quarter. Brescia gives the football away. Tried to slip it into Mike Pinnell, I believe. Oh, pardon me, number 27, Mark Fawaz, and he lost about a yard. Let's take a look at the defensive set for the Panthers. The D-backs, Mark Derlin, Robert Moyle, Woody Hong. Umi Zia is at a cornerback spot, and the safeties, Chris Jarmark and Jim Pitaro. So now you're all up to date, and we have a second down and 11 for the Panthers. Pardon me, for the Pelicans. And this will be Mike Piniella, number 22, able to turn the corner and gets it up across the 30-yard line to the 33. And he will be about, well, we'll call it a long 3 yards shy of the first down stick.
Okay, here's a good play because it's a wing T formation. There's the play. You see the misdirection? There we go. He's going around the right end. Now, you got to be careful here because that's a misdirection. Now, you saw the quarterback going to the left. All he's got to do is have the ball. That would be a bootleg, and they can't complete the waggle pass over the middle.
3rd down and 3 for the Pelicans. Ball at the 32-yard line. Brescia gives it up and getting very close to a first down, just about to the 35-yard line. And that was Cooney, 87, who got the call. And Cooney picks up 2, will be a yard shy of the first down stake. And it looks like Mickey Spillett is sending out the punting unit again.
Come on, Mike.
Pelham looks strong running off tackle. If they get in that formation, in that wing T formation, they can do a little counter trapping and go off tackle. They're strong up there, and they're mixing the plays up well.
All right, Brescia again sets. Waiting for the kick. Brescia with another high kick. What a beauty. Fair catch signal for it. The ball is fumbled, picked up, and dropped right there. Mark Fawaz, number 27, on the tackle. And he was able to get to Chris Jarmark, number 35, and drop him back to the 22-yard line. Mickey Spillett told me when we were over there for practice on Thursday that Brescia is indeed a Division I punter.
Boy, he's got good height, good hang time. And one thing you have to be noticed that time, when they had the fair catch on, once he does not catch that ball, he's free game. Anybody could go for the ball. One guy would try to hit the ball player, and the other guy would try to get the ball, which would be like a fumble.
Almost a big break for the Pelicans there. 1st and 10, up the middle, Pitar. He's tripped at the line of scrimmage and gets it close to the 25-yard line. We'll see where his knee went down at the 23. Pick up of 2 yards for Pitaro. And he has all the yardage so far for the Panthers here in the first quarter, which has 2:20 left to play.
You know, John, you were talking about Jim Pitaro before, and one thing I found out when I was up there at the practice, that he did go to the Penn State football camp in July, and it's all football up there. He had 3 sessions a day.
2nd and 8. Whistle before they're able to get the play off, and either a legal procedure or delay a game. Vinny D'Iso, a referee, gets us the call. Illegal procedure against the Panthers. That's their 2nd penalty for a total of 10 yards. And moves them back inside the 22, the 19-yard line, where it will now be 2nd down and 13.
You know, Pelham looks fresh when they're coming in there on defense, coming in on offense, because they only have about 3 or 4 guys going both ways. So everybody's getting a chance to play, and once they do get in, they want to do the best they can. They don't have to worry about being tired. Just go all out and play your one position.
Jarmark and Pitaro. Behind Zia. Pitaro with the call. Big hole right off of center. Pitaro with a couple of good moves and able to slip his way up to the 35-yard line, and that'll be good for a first down.
Boy, is he quick.
16-yard pickup for Mr. Pitaro. First down, number 3. Watch the hole that opens up here.
Look at the moves. Look at the moves. The jukes, the stutter steps, trying to get away from the tacklers. Quick. He's very quick, good speed, and he has his eyes open. He knows where he's running. He can stop and go. His 2nd step, he's at full speed.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. Ball at their own 34-yard line. Again, Jarmark and Pitaro, the setbacks. Behind Umi Zia, senior quarterback, number 11. They'll throw it out to Jarmark. Slips away from a tackle. Penalty marker goes down, and Jarmark still on his feet, close to a first down. Bowled over a tackle, Gary Valente, and gets it up to about the 44-yard line, but we'll check out the markers. May be a holding call against Edgemont. Flag came out from the referee who's behind the play, and indeed that will be it. Holding against, or pardon me, personal foul clipping against the Panthers. And they're going to march this one back, so negate that fine run by Jarmark.
No, that's a tough call, John. You know, the ball player's going to make a block, and once he makes a block below the waist, you know, it's a penalty. Once you go to college and you start playing, you can chop people down below the knees and everything. But in high school, they do not want the block to be made below the waist because of the many knee injuries that are being caused. And, you know, you're tearing ligaments, cartilages. But when you're back there, and I know when I was coaching, the offensive backs, they want to chop that guy down. And it's just like a natural reaction, and it does happen, and you don't want it to happen.
So a 15-yard penalty, and we've got another whistle on the field. And they're telling us that the quarter has come to an end here at Memorial Field in Mount Vernon with the score Edgemont 0 and Pelham 0. The Panthers, when we return, will have a first down and 35 from their own 15-yard line. And the Pelham defense playing well. Stay right where you are. We'll have more on this game of the week when we return in just a moment.
You know, John, it's great to have so many fine subscribers in the UA Columbia area.
That's right, Kevin, and it's great that they can enjoy all of our pay services, plus our work here on Cable 3.
And to ensure our customers are getting what they pay for, UA Columbia will be conducting a system-wide audit over the next few months.
During this time, any illegal hookups will be disconnected in order to keep the book straight.
We realize that a few of you will have service disrupted by mistake. We promise to keep this to a minimum.
But should it happen to you, just call 636-4364, and we'll hook you up again as quickly as possible. Hi, everybody. I'm John Carrillo, inviting you to join me and the Cable 3 sports team every Tuesday night for Extra Points. We cover Section 1 like nobody else, with game highlights from around the county, coaches while they're earning their paychecks, or answering the tough questions in our studio. And, of course, we'll have players and phone calls from you that can make or break a show. We'll keep you up to date with a weekly top 10, and there's always room for some more highlights. So join me Tuesday nights live at 7:30 for Extra Points here on Cable 3. It's more fun than a barrel of monkeys.
All right, we're back here at Memorial Field in Mount Vernon. I'm John Carrillo along with Ray Karowski, and we are about set to begin second quarter action. 0-0 is our score. Both teams have had the football for 2 possessions. This is the second offensive series for the Panthers, but right now they're facing a 1st and 35, or 1st and 30, I should say, from their own 15-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground, and for good reason. They give it to Pitaro, and he's up to the 20-yard line. And another gain of 5 yards for the senior. And it will bring up a 2nd down and 25 now from the 20-yard line.
Edgemont's trying to get to the outside. They're trying to use that speed. They want to utilize it. Pelham knows this, and they're reacting very well to the outside. The cornerbacks are coming up. They're trying to keep them. They're attacking the runner to the outside shoulder so that he cuts to the inside, and the linebackers can polish him off and make the tackle.
David Kokum split to the near side. Pitaro and Jarmark behind the quarterback, Zia. And again up the middle they go on an inside counter, and a nice play and an equally fine tackle. Getting the call, number 25, Woody Hong. And Hong, who is a senior, gets just about a yard up to the 26-yard line, and we'll have a 2nd down and 24. Make that 3rd down and 24 for the Panthers.
That last play that Edgemont ran, that's what you call a buck trap, and some coaches call it an S or a Z. It's very successful, especially in Pelham's defense, because their defensive guards are wide.
Up the middle, quick opener to Pitaro, and the Pelham defense not fooled at all. Andre Thompson, number 46, on the stop. Pitaro got it across the 30-yard line, and it will be 4th down and 12. So Pitaro with another 5, make that 7 yards.
Looks like we're having another defensive Donnybrook here. Last week, Valhalla Bronxville was a defensive game, and we're having the same thing here tonight.
So the first punt, and Steve Freelander will do the punting. As you look at the lone Pelham setbacks, nice high spiral, and it's taken by Dave Milanese. Shakes away from one tackle and gets it up to midfield. So with 9:54 remaining to play in this first half, the Pelicans with pretty good field position at their own 49-yard line.
They're in excellent field position. Now you're going to have to watch the left tackle and left guard. Left tackle, Mark Conlin. Left guard, Robert Cusack. Now these are the best linemen for Pelham, so they're going to start hitting that left side, I would imagine, right here to get those guys firing off the line.
Mike Brescia at quarterback for the Pelicans. Flips it. They're going to go with a halfback option way down the field, and it's completed down to the 5-yard line. Jason Birch, number 15, threw it, and A.J. Romano, number 26, caught it. A 46-yard halfback option. And Pelham used that last year against Eastchester very successfully.
What a great call, because it's first down. You think that they would run the ball. Beautiful pass. Now there it is. All he does is just run a flight pattern. He's running straight down full speed, catches it right there. The ball is stripped out of him, but it goes out of bounds. Excellent play, well executed.
From the 6-yard line, Pelham with a first and goal. Cooney, the lone setback. Brescia still has the football, looking to turn the corner. Being chased there, and he goes in, touchdown. He fumbled the football, but it was after he had crossed the plane, and the Pelicans lead 6-0.
Brescia can do it all. He can pass, roll out, sprint back. There it is. It's a fake right there to hold the linebackers. It's a foot race to the goal line. Go into it. Right there he drops it, but like John said, he crossed the goal line, touchdown. All set up by that beautiful play. 40-some yards on a flight pattern pass. Excellent play calling, well executed.
And now the Pelicans will set for the extra point. Valenti is the holder, and yes, Brescia is the kicker. Ball is down, kick is up and away, and it is good. So with 9:04 left to go in quarter number 2, the Pelicans are on the board first. They lead by a score of 7-0. Well, as Coach said, that touchdown set up by the 46-yard halfback option. And if you remember a year ago, right here at Memorial Field, these same Pelicans took on Eastchester. There was about a 50-yard halfback option play, and that also led to Pelham's first touchdown in a game they eventually lost to the Eagles. But they had the momentum in that ball game early on, and they've got it back here again.
John, the play calling was excellent because it sort of looked like they caught Edgemont napping there. Never expected a long pass on first down, and then all of a sudden Brescia goes to the outside perimeter in a foot race going in for the score.
This is a top 10 matchup between our two schools. According to the latest top 10 here at Cable 3 Sports, the Pelicans at 2-2. There you see Mr. Koesch right on the nose, ranked number 10. And the Edgemont Panthers in at number 8 with Dobbs Ferry leading the way 4-0. And winners of 42 in a row.
Pelham's playing very well, and they had a pep rally this afternoon. They're on an emotional high.
You're also going to be able to see a little bit of that pep rally coming up at halftime. Brescia with Squibber. Pitaro pops it into the air, gets the handle at his 18, tries to follow the wedge up the middle of the field and goes down across the 30-yard line to the 33. Jim Pitaro, the senior halfback, leads the Section 1 scoring race right now with a total of 60 points. He has scored 10 touchdowns this year, 2, as a matter of fact, on long punt returns.
Well, he's got tremendous speed. Right here, the ball's bobble. He catches it. He tries looking for daylight. Right there, he thinks he has it, but Pelham's coming in. Now, the question is, if Pelham is strong, they're coming in there fresh. Can Edgemont take this physical pounding? Because they're really smacking down there. You got guys that bench press 325 pounds like Bordone and Bucha. You know, they're just pushing people around with that strength.
From their own 32-yard line, Jarmark nowhere to go. Dropped for a 5-yard loss, and in on the tackle, it looked like Gary Valente. So a loss of 5, make it a loss of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 16 now. Jarmark with his head in his hands.
Now here's there's a little pitch out to Jarmark. He can't see any daylight because what Pelham's doing, they're playing that wide tackle 6. Instead of tackle playing the offensive tackle, he's playing on the end, which brings the end out a little bit wider. So they're taking care of that outside perimeter well.
And on that last tackle was Carlo Bardone as the Panthers continue to keep it on the ground.
Well, that's not a good man to run at, Bardone. I mean, this guy is strong in his lifting, buddy. Bucha, you know, they lift and they want to try to outlift each other. And I'm just amazed that a high school student can bench press 325 pounds. The most I ever bench pressed in college as a sophomore was 285. That was my highest. After that, I dislocated my shoulder, so I couldn't go any higher.
3rd down and 15 for the Panthers. Zia wants to put it up. Looks for the flats. Incomplete. And almost intercepted by Andre Thompson. If he holds on to that, it's another Pelham touchdown.
Andre Thompson was just a little bit you know, a little bit edgy. He sees that ball coming. He's got good height. He's 6'5", 220 pounds. But when you see that ball coming, you know, you want to get and score right away. You have to catch it first, look and concentrate it into your hands, make sure you have it, and then go. You know, they're over-anxious now, an emotional high. They want to do well, and they get a little jumpy, and they're a little bit too quick.
So the Panthers again forced to punt it away. Steve Freelander standing at his own 12-yard line. And there you look at number 20, Dave Milanese, the lone setback. Another high kick. Boy, we've got two real good punters out here today. Milanese takes it at his own 36, starts back up the field and goes down across his own 40-yard line. And the Pelicans, who are doing the job on defense, get the football back with 6:56 remaining to play in the second quarter.
John, I noticed up here in the booth, we have Bill Tom doing the scouting for Edgemont. And he lived across the street from me in Croton when he was a little guy. I used to catch baseball, football with him, and right now he's on the coaching staff at Croton High School and the head basketball coach. It's good to see old friends.
All right, Pelicans back up, 1st and 10. And we got another whistle, a couple of penalty markers before the play gets underway. And this might be one of those infamous mouthpiece calls. Vinny D'Iso, our referee, says, nope, it's offsides against the Pelicans. That's their first penalty of the day for 5 yards, and we'll bring up a 1st down and 15. Let me ask you quickly, what do you think about the fact that Edgemont's head coach Terry Smith is sitting right next door to us?
Well, I think what he wants to do, you get a better view. I know when I was coaching, you're on the field, you really have the worst seat. You can't see anything. He's up here, he sees the whole picture, he's up high, and he can make excellent calls from up here.
They go on a timing pattern as Brescia looking for Gary Valente at the Edgemont 40-yard line and just overthrew him. And it'll be 2nd down and 15 for the Pelicans with 6:04 remaining to play in this first half. Not exactly as we were told earlier today, the clock on the scoreboard not official. And we found that out at the end of the first quarter with them about a minute away. So we're hoping they're pretty close. 2nd and 15. And they try to go with a counterplay to the far side of the field, gave the football away to number 23, Nick Sia. And he was dropped for another loss behind the line of scrimmage. And on the stop for the Pelicans, Robert Moyle, number 23. And you can see that Nick Sia holding on to that right arm. And he will come out of the ball game. Loss of 4 on the play. It is now 3rd and 19. Andre Thompson comes split to the near side.
Oh, they're in the shotgun, John.
Brescia out of the shotgun. Shovels it up in front to Dave Milanese. Lots of room for him, and the fullback gets it across the 45 to the 48-yard line. We'll make it the 47. He'll be short of a 1st down. And the Pelicans will again be forced to punt it away. They'll be facing a 4th and 5.
Pelham's coming out with everything. They're coming out with the wing T look, a one-back set look, a double tight slot look, shotgun formation. They have all these formation, all these plays. They're giving Edgemont everything.
All right, so Brescia again sent to punt the football away, standing at his own 37-yard line. High snap, not much of a rush, and this one is boomed up into the lights. Chris Sharmock all the way back. He's going to let it drop, and the ball picked up on the fly by Phil Patera. Number 47 will be down there, and the Panthers with another shot before we head into the locker room at halftime. 4:36 remaining to go.
That's exactly what you want to do on that punt. You want to get that ball high, close to the goal line. You don't want any return because Yarmouk and Patero for Edgemont have good speed. They can return it all the way for a TD. Excellent play. Pelham's playing a tremendous first half.
From the 14-yard line, but before we get the next play off, the 4-minute warning being issued to both ball clubs, and we'll hold it up right here with the score. Pelham 7, Edgemont nothing. We've got the final 4 minutes of the first half yet to come.
What you're about to see is not a car. It's not a motorcycle. What you're about to see is a totally new form of personal transportation. It looks like nothing you've ever seen, and it feels like nothing you've ever driven.
Available at House of Honda, 172 East Prospect Avenue, Mamaroneck.
You get a good look from our end zone camera being manned tonight by Darryl Stiff up in the tower. And some of the folks who have joined, that's not Darryl. He's just a little older than him. But a big crowd up here at Memorial Field tonight on a homecoming evening for Pelham High School. And right now the Pelicans with the best of it, 7-0. They lead with 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Panthers have it 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Middle they go. And the Pelham defense doing an excellent job with the running game. Pitaro's gotten a lot of calls so far in the day. Jarmark got that last carry, was able to pick up 3 yards, but they have stopped them when they've had to.
Pelham's using that 6-2 defense. They have the guards over the guards, tackles over the tackles, ends over the ends, and the linebackers are playing tandem behind the defensive guards. They're doing a tremendous job stopping the run from end to end by Edgemont. Edgemont right now is probably thinking that how can we get to the outside perimeter? That's where we want to use our speed.
Back again across the 20-yard line to the 22. And he's going to be very close to a first down, about a yard shy. So give him 6 on the carry.
See how they want to get to that outside? Now watch this. The quarterback right there gives it to Jarmark. He wants to go to the outside, the flat. That's where they want to use that speed. But again, Pelham's coming up and making those plays. What they're going to try to do, Edgemont, they're going to try to get off tackle. As soon as they get past the line of scrimmage in that hole, they're going to start shooting to the outside.
3rd down and 1 for the Panthers. 2.5 minutes left to play. Pitaro with the call. Nothing up the middle. Tries to go to the outside. He's able to turn the corner. Thompson finally corrals him as Pitaro picks up the first down, gets out of bounds to stop the clock, and he's up to the 38-yard line.
That's exactly what I was talking about. There's Pitaro. See how he's going off tackle now? He starts shooting to the outside. He wants to get out there, use his speed. Runs out of room with the sideline, makes the tackle. If you take notice, he was running like it was an off-tackle play. Then you use the crossover step. It's a technique that halfbacks develop, and they get to the outside.
2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining to play in quarter number 2. Panthers have just picked up first down number 4. They have all 3 timeouts remaining. Zia to Pitaro. Another hole opens up off tackle, and the fullback up to the 44-yard line. Pickup of 6 for Pitaro, and we'll bring up 2nd down and 4. And now we're down to 2 minutes left in the half. Coming up at halftime, we're going to enjoy the festivities of the Pelham Marching Band, and we're also going to take you to Pelham High School, where they had a pep rally in that order. And we'll show you a little of the activity this afternoon. Zia slips away from a potential sack and able to get the pass away. He was looking for Woody Hong on the near sidelines, but hit Mickey Spillett along the sidelines. Pass goes incomplete.
Well, what happened on that? Because the man was open in the flat, but because of the pressure that Pelham exerted, the quarterback had to duck the pressure, come up, did not have chance to be on balance, look at his receiver, and try to lead him. So the success of that play was the penetrating defense to rush Pelham.
Minute 33 to play. 3rd down and 4. Up the middle they go. Pitaro. And he looks to have the first down at the 50-yard line, and back at the 35, Umi Zia, who is down, looks to be a little shaken up, but gets right back up. And Pitaro indeed able to pick up the first down as they get into Pelham territory at the 49-yard line.
See, Pelham's inflicting punishment out there. They're really wrapping around. They're going like through people, and they know that Edgemont does not have that much depth, and they're going to depend on that physical punishment that they can inflict, and they're on an emotional high. So right now, that gives them a little advantage, the momentum, and they're on top, 7-0.
Timeout taken by the Panthers. They're first. They'll have 2 more remaining. And they will have a 1st and 10 from the Pelham 49-yard line with a minute 21 remaining to play in this first half. Number 44 right there, Ruth Spence. Without question, the vocal leader of the Pelham High School contingent. And she was the homecoming specialist for Pelham High School, and you're going to have a chance to see the culmination of about 6 months worth of work for that young lady.
And she's also a great basketball player. I do the clock at Eastchester, watched her play. She's a very good basketball player.
Zia again to the sidelines, incomplete. Again looking to hit Woody Hong, and he may have heard footsteps there in the form of Louis Penshame, number 64, who is coming in a hurry. So it goes as an incompletion. Another little note about Ruth Spence, the stepdaughter of Pelham football coach Mickey Spillett.
Come on! And also,
the daughter, or
Rob
Spence, right?
Spence, head coach at Iona, and Mickey Spillett on tomorrow. He'll be there helping out Rod because they're...
Ball loose on the exchange, right back at the 50-yard line. Zia looked like was able to fall right back on it, and another whistle and a timeout number 2 taken by the Panthers. As a matter of fact, you bring up a good point, and we can show the folks at home this weekend's action in high school football around Section 1 with this timeout, but I understand that we'll be able to get to that next half. Boy, those guys are in a real hurry down there.
No, what I wanted to say, John, is that Mickey Spillett's son-in-law is Rod Spence, the head coach at Iona, and Mickey's here today coaching his team. Tomorrow, he's going to be helping Spence the Iona game against St. Michael's, which is going to be at Donnybrook.
That's a 5-0 team against a 4-0 team, and in the Gannett high school football rankings, it's number 1 against number 2.
And then another thing is, you know, Iona's has some good talent there because they have a boy from Eastchester, Scott Cade, who when I was doing the summer, I umpired a baseball game, he came in, he pitched. He's a tremendous athlete, and I understand he's doing a good job for the JVs at Iona. And that's a name to watch for in the future for Iona Prep.
38 seconds remaining to play in this first half. Pelham leads 7-0. The only scoring a 6-yard run by Mike Brescia at 9:04 of the second quarter. Here comes a 3rd and 11 for the Panthers. And they go to Pitaro, and he gets a yard, and that's all. As the Pelham defense, especially that defensive line right in there, and not giving Pitaro any running room whatsoever. And the 3rd and final timeout now taken by the Panthers with 29 seconds remaining to play in the first half.
On that last play, John, Pelham thought that Edgemont was going to pass because of the situation, and what Edgemont was doing was just like, it was a draw play. You know, you have a draw screen, try to pick up that extra yardage, hoping that the Pelham defense would overreact, go across the line of scrimmage and not being under control, and then breaking it right up the middle.
Oh, if I don't go, I promise it won't happen.
Here's Mike Moore and Mimi Pete working the sidelines this afternoon.
It goes.
Mimi, one of the newer additions to the Cable 3 sports team. She dresses a lot better than the rest of us, too. There she is. All right, 4th down and 10. And a little sideline pass looking for Pitaro. Zia way short on it. It will go as an incompletion. And on the 4th down play, that will give it back to the Pelicans with just 24 seconds remaining to play. Now, Coach, what do you do here? Go for something big?
Well, right here with 24 seconds, if I wanted to go for another score, I would just go very deep. Because if it is intercepted, you have a lot of room, you have a lot of field to come up and make the tackle. If it's incomplete, it stops the clock, you can go again. But I would go screen. Make sure you get those blockers out there because the defensive backs are playing deep. The screen right here would be a good play.
All right, Thompson is split near to the near side. And Brescia rolling. And finally out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
You know, John, the screen was wide open to the right side of field. You see how those everybody, they're just not over here.
So Brescia gets 1 yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 now. As the clock continues to roll, he did not get out of bounds. And that should just about do it for the first half of play here at Memorial Field in Mount Vernon. And a pretty good one indeed. A defensive battle, but it's the Pelicans leading the undefeated Panthers by a score of 7-0. Stay right where you are. Coming up in just a moment, we'll take a look at the Pelham Marching Band, take you to Pelham High School for their pep rally, which was held this afternoon, and we'll also have the halftime tally when we return to Memorial Field in Mount Vernon with more of this latest edition of the Cable 3 High School Football Game of the Week.
Never have enough shirts, I never have enough shoes. Just a couple of pair of 501 blues, that's all I need. You said button fly, I say yes, indeed. They shrink to fit everywhere on me. Now I may have to hurry to get some new shoes, but I never have to worry about my Levi's 501 blues.
For your Levi jeans, it's County Boys and Men's.
An important reason for my company's success is the fact that we do our homework. One of the ways that I ensure this is by using Parkway limousine service. Parkway provides me with a stress-free way to be one step ahead of the competition, because I know that when I leave the office, my car will be waiting. And for that mental edge, well, nothing beats a Parkway chauffeured limousine. For me, it's not a luxury, it's a necessity.
Call Parkway Limousine at 914-961-4200.
Hi, everybody. I'm John Carrillo, just hanging around to tell you another great high school football matchup is on tap for the latest edition of the Game of the Week. Be part of a cast of thousands when the Scarsdale Raiders, led by running back Larry Holloway and their head coach Dick Palladino, take on conference rival the Horace Greeley Quakers. It's a big meeting for both teams as we get ever closer to the bowl games, so join me and Ray Karowski this Saturday at 8, Sunday at 10, and then again Tuesday night at 8. It's Scarsdale playing host to Horace Greeley on the next Game of the Week, only here on Cable 3.
Your tires look like this. You better see Mavis.
No matter what make or model you drive, Mavis will service your car's brakes, shocks, mufflers, and front end, all with the latest equipment. At Mavis Tire and Auto Service, we'll sell you tires cheaper than anyone. We'll sell you Michelin tires cheaper than Michelin. Firestone, Dunlop, and Goodyear tires cheaper than anywhere. There's no reason to buy tires anywhere else but Mavis.
Visit any one of these Mavis Tire locations in Westchester, Putnam, Orange, Rockland, and the Bronx.
Now we welcome you back to Memorial Field on this latest edition of the Cable 3 Sports High School Football Game of the Week. And as we've already told you, it is homecoming here at Memorial Field, celebrating Pelham and the resurgence. As a matter of fact, we found out an interesting statistic earlier today. All of the sports teams at Pelham High School, if you add their combined records, they are 70-18, a winning percentage of 700. So there seems to be a bit of resurgence in the athletic teams at Pelham High School, and for good reason. Right here at Memorial Field, they lead Edgemont by a score of 7-0. And as I mentioned, momentarily, we'll take a look at the halftime tally, and we'll also take you to Pelham High School for their pep rally held earlier this afternoon. But right now, courtesy of Mike Moore and our field camera, plus the rest of our crew, let's enjoy some of the halftime festivities with the Pelham High School Marching Band under the direction of Campbell Whitford. All right, so the Pelham High School Marching Band entertaining the folks here at halftime at Memorial Field, with the Pelicans leading by a score of 7-0. As we mentioned a little earlier this afternoon over at Pelham High School, the kids got together for a very enthusiastic pep rally. We brought our Cable 3 sports cameras over to Pelham High School, and right now we're going to give you a small taste of what happened.
Well, without question, there's nothing like a pep rally to get the boil boiling. The boil boiling? The blood boiling, that's what I meant to say. And indeed, what a great afternoon that was. We had a wonderful time over there. I want to thank Mickey Spillett, the principal, or the athletic director over at Pelham High School, for allowing us to bring the cameras and capture some of that excitement. I'll tell you, these guys are fired up, and for good reason. They're Pelicans on top of the Edgemont Panthers by a score of 7-0. Let us take another short timeout. We return. Have a look at the halftime tally.
While you were trying to decide between this copier and that copier and that copier and this copier, American Airlines landed a fleet of Savins. It was between one copier and another copier. Honda drove away with a fleet of Savins. And when you were busy comparing that copier to the other copier, Savin.
If cable turns you on, tune to EPG. Electronic Program Guide. The on-screen guide that keeps you tuned in. EPG. Electronic Program Guide. The EPG lets you scan programming up to 2 hours ahead. No other guide is as timely. The Electronic Program Guide updates daily via satellite. EPG, the most accurate 24-hour guide available. EPG. Electronic Program Guide.
Well, how about a little fire scarecrow? There you go. They've got it all out here this afternoon for a homecoming Pelham style at Memorial Field in Mount Vernon. As we mentioned, they're celebrating in a big way. Their Pelicans up 7-0 against the undefeated Edgemont Panthers in a Central Conference League 7 ball game. And a big one indeed. We'll take a look now at the numbers rolled up by both of the clubs in that first 24 minutes of action. Edgemont had the best of it, surprisingly enough, with 110 yards rushing. 92 of those yards belonged to Jim Pitaro. The Pelicans rushed for 48. Their leading ball carrier in the ball game so far, Dave Villeneuve, number 20, the fullback, he had 21. For Edgemont, 2 of 8 through the air for 18 yards, while the Pelicans were 1 of 2. The only completion, the big one, the halfback option, that went for 46 yards. So the total yards in favor of the Panthers at 128 to 94. The Edgemont Panthers picked up 5 first downs in that first half, 2 for the Pelicans. We had no turnovers, and the Panthers definitely had the best of it in possession time, 15 minutes and 57 seconds to 8 minutes and 3 seconds for the Pelham Pelicans. We told you only 1 touchdown in that first half, and it came at 9:04 of the second period. Belonged to the Pelicans. Mike Brescia with a 6-yard run. He also kicked the extra point, and that's where we stand at halftime. The score is 7-0. As the festivities continue here at Memorial Field, we'll take another short break and then return with second half action with Pelham leading Edgemont 7-0.
Our fireworks. You people are beautiful. Not only all of those who are home listening to us, but for 19 years to the millions and millions of rock and
our work here on Cable 3.
And to ensure our customers are getting what they pay for, UA Columbia will be conducting a system-wide audit over the next few months.
During this time, any illegal hookups will be disconnected in order to keep the book straight.
We realize that a few of you will have service disrupted by mistake. We promise to keep this to a minimum.
But should it happen to you, just call 636-4364 and we'll hook you up again as quickly as possible.
Take a look at the hottest innovation in shopping since the Charged Card. Hi, I'm Carmela Richards, one of your hosts on the Cable Value Network. We've made shopping as fun as watching television and as easy as making a phone call. And you can see us now on cable television, and you'll see some tremendous bargains, brand name products at no-name prices, and all covered by the Cable Value Network's no problem guarantee. 24 hours each day, you'll find great deals in sporting goods, electronics, housewares items, jewelry, appliances, toys, unusual gifts, and many, many more. And if you take advantage right now of our premier bonus offer and save an additional 10% off your first purchase, Cable Value Network, a whole new way to go shopping.
Hi, everybody. I'm John Carrillo, inviting you to join me and the Cable 3 sports team every Tuesday night for Extra Points. We cover Section 1 like nobody else, with game highlights from around the county, coaches while they're earning their paychecks, or answering the tough questions in our studio. And, of course, we'll have players and phone calls from you that can make or break a show. We'll keep you up to date with a weekly top 10, and there's always room for some more highlights. So join me Tuesday nights live at 7:30 for Extra Points here on Cable 3. It's more fun than a barrel of monkeys.
Here it is, the official mascot of Pelham High School. Yes, that's a pelican, not Tony Koash. So he is working incognito this evening. But he does look good, doesn't he? We're about set for third quarter action on this latest edition of the Cable 3 Sports High School Football Game of the Week. And at the end of the first quarter, it was Pelham 7. Or actually, at the end of the second quarter, it was Pelham 7 and Edgemont nothing. The only touchdown once again coming in 9:04 the second quarter. Mike Brescia on his 6-yard run. He kicks the extra point. And that's all the scoring we've had today. Coach, comments from you on that first 24 minutes.
Well, defensively speaking, it's a battle. The play that really counted was that first down situation midfield. They really caught Edgemont on by surprise and throwing that halfback option, set up the TD. But the fly pattern was run well. He caught it over the shoulder, and then getting close to the goal line, you would think that it looked like Edgemont was looking for something to be run, like off tackle up the middle, because they were so close to the goal line and they want to power it over. And then Brescia, the quarterback, who just went to the outside perimeter and raced in. So what it boils down to is just one key play. Now, John, talking about the second half, can they maintain this, speaking of Pelham, defensively, and what adjustments has Edgemont made?
You look at number 11, Mike Brescia, who does everything but sell programs before the game. Oh, I understand that our director got one from him. I guess maybe he's not selling the popcorn. Doesn't have the popcorn concession at halftime, but he's having a good game. Brescia set to kick it away, and the third quarter is underway, and it's an onside kick and recovered by the Panthers. Almost a big break there, falling on the football. John Simulaka, number 63, and the Panthers will have it 1st and 10 in pretty good field position at their own 49-yard line. Again, we refresh your memory as who will be running the ball club for the Panthers on offense. Wearing number 11 is Umi Zia. He is the senior. Pitaro, the fullback. Jarmark is the halfback. Derlin, the slot back. And Koch is the split end. On the offensive line, Elliott, Florio, Friedlander, Waldrop, and Vogel. Greg Lippman, number 81, is the tight end. From the 49-yard line. And right up the middle, back to the ground game. Jim Pitaro closing in on that 100-yard rushing day. He picks up 4 yards there. He now has 96, and it'll be 2nd down and 6. Defensively for the Pelicans, they'll go with Andre Thompson, Carlo Bordone, Al Buca, Peter Cooney, and Mark Fawa on the line. And the D-backs, D'Onofrio, Swinehart, Panshane, Kalawatsky, Patera, and Valente. 2nd down and 6 for the Edgemont Panthers, now in Pelham territory. You get a good look at Umi Zia, the senior quarterback. And Zia wants to put it up. Again with a little sideline route and completes it to Jarmark. Slips away from 2 tackles and then goes down to the 30-yard line. 17-yard pass completion. 1st down, number 6 for the Panthers. And for Zia, that is his 3rd completion of the day.
Now again, they're thrown into the flat. The flat seems to be open. There's a mistake right there. Not breaking down and making a tackle because he could have broke it all the way for a TD. The flats are open when you have a 6-man defense and the 2 linebackers are there because the defensive halfbacks are playing deep and they're dropping back, taking their recognition steps. And Edgemont is taking advantage of the flat passes.
10.5 minutes to play, 3rd quarter. Panthers on a roll here to open up the second half. Pitaro again with the call as he goes over the 100-yard mark, gets it close to the 20-yard line, and will be close to another 1st down. They'll mark it back at the 21. So he is a yard shy and has 105 yards rushing today.
That last play by Edgemont was that buck trap right up the middle, and it's done very quickly. The offside guard comes across and hits the 1st man. If the linebacker's blitzing, he will pick him up. But Pitaro's doing good yardage right up the middle, picking up that 7.1 average, which he still has done the last 4 games.
2nd and 1. Pitaro has the first down, almost broke it all the way. Ball came loose, but I think the ground caused the fumble, so they will give it to the Panthers again. It is good for a first down. And Edgemont really rolling now.
Okay, just a straight ahead dive. Quick, open up that hole. Try to get the yardage. If you break it, it's a TD.
7 more yards for Pitaro. First down, number 7. And it is 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Zia right back to Pitaro, up the middle. And this time the Pelham defense converges in a hurry as he is stopped at the 12-yard line. Pick up of 3 yards.
Okay, just watching Pelham defense converge on that middle. You got to be careful now because the scouts are up here in the booth, and they could send a play, and it's like a play-action pass, or they can run like a little option to the outside. With the Pelham defense coming into the middle, the outside perimeter will be open.
Pitaro. And he is stacked up at the line of scrimmage, tried to go off of left tackle. And the defense equal to the task there. No gain on the play. Pitaro back to the line of scrimmage.
The defensive line is playing tough right here. This is what you call controlling the line of scrimmage. They're firing out. They're not over-penetrating once they get past the line of scrimmage, and they're not giving up yardage because the offensive line is difficult to run from tackle to tackle against Pelham's defense right now in this situation.
8:25 remaining to play, 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 5. Zia rolling out. Gets it away. Incomplete. Just overthrew his intended receiver, Woody Hong, number 25. He had him open in the flat, but great pursuit by the Pelham defense made Zia get rid of that ball a little earlier.
Vinny D'Onofrio comes in there very well with the pursuit. Now that made the quarterback rush that pass. If he would have had a little bit more time, the receiver would have been open a little bit more in the end zone. But because of the pressure, he had to get rid of it quickly, immediately, and it just wasn't there on target.
All right, big call here with 7:47 to go in the 3rd quarter. 4th down and 6. Panthers will go for it. Play action into the end zone, incomplete. And again, Zia overthrew his intended receiver, number 25, Woody Hong. And that will give the ball back to the Pelicans. And, Coach, they may have dodged a bullet right there.
It's the pressure that Pelham's exerting on the Edgemont offense. What they're going to have to do, if the lineman can't pick up that blitzing linebacker, then they're going to have to get one of the backs to pick him up. They're going to have to keep the 2 backs in there, block if anyone breaks through the line of scrimmage, and then this way the quarterback can drop back his 7 yards.
All right, pressure brings the ball club up 1st and 10. Ball is at their own 10-yard line. And the Pelicans lose the football. Still have it. One of the Pelicans, looks like maybe one of the linemen able to fall on it. Number 65, the man getting up there from the bottom of the pile, Steve Voris. And almost a costly fumble there. They gave it to Peter Cooney, and it looks like Florio, 66, stripped the ball from him as he was going through. So they do get 6 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4, so not a bad fumble at all. 7:20 to go. And motion all over the place. It looks like Gary Valente, number 24, stepped off sides, and that's going to go against the Pelicans. Their 2nd penalty for a total of 10 yards. There's Mickey Spillett. Let's show you the offensive set for the Pelicans as they bring the ball up, facing a 2nd down and 7. Brescia, the quarterback, Milanese, the fullback, Fawaz and Cooney are the halfbacks, Thompson and Valente, the 2 split ends. On the line, Conlon, Cusack, Poliucci, Willie Cusack, and Steve Voris at the right tackle spot. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Pelicans. Valente comes split to the near side. Brescia right up the middle again. Oh, this time on the inside counter and almost able to bust it away. Mike Piniella, number 22. He's a junior halfback, 5'6", 145 pounds. And he'll be close to a first down, about 2 yards shy.
Now here's the counter right here. It's the fake to the fullback coming. It's like a scissors coming to the right side, looking for that opening. He was just tripped up. If he wasn't tripped up there, he had a lot of daylight in front of him to pick up a lot of yardage and possibly a touchdown.
3rd down and 2, facing the Pelicans. Ball at their own 18-yard line. Brescia with a long signal count. Again with the inside counter, and a big hole opens up for Cooney. And he can't break away from the last tackle, but gets it up to the 40-yard line. Jim Pitaro, the last man to save the touchdown. And they are all the way up to the 40-yard line, 22-yard pickup.
They did the same play to the left side. There's Cooney, a 2-year starter, hanging on. Look at the power and strength he has. He's also playing defensive tackle, going both ways.
And the Pelicans are on a roll. Drive started at their own 10-yard line. They're now at the 41. Cooney comes in motion. Brescia gives it away. Another hole opens up off of tackle, this time to the near side, as Dave Milanese gets the call and picks up a nifty 5 yards.
They're having a lot of success with the counters going to the opposite way. It's a misdirection play. See right there, running off left tackle, and it's taking like 2-3 men to bring the backs down from Pelham.
2nd and 5. Brescia with 3 backs in the backfield. They'll go to the last man through. That's Cooney, and he is upended behind the line of scrimmage, making the tackle there for the Panthers, Kevin Garris. Or pardon me, John Elliott, number 68, the junior tackle. He made the stop, and a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down and 6. Oh, that's the candy machine. The nickname that he received. He'll get his number in a second. Number 75, Swinehart. They call him the candy machine at the pep rally today. Brescia's in trouble. Can't get it away. Down he goes. Florio in on the stop, along with Robert Moyle, number 23. And the ball now back to the 37-yard line. It'll be 4th down, and the Pelicans will be forced to punt it away.
That was excellent defensive coverage by Edgemont. And if you see him out there, number 25, he's playing cornerback. That's Woody Hong, and he also is a slot back on offense. He volunteer work 193 hours during the summer at the White Plains Hospital, and he's a National Merit semifinalist.
All right, Brescia with another punt, and it's partially blocked. As he's able to get away, and still a fairly decent kick as it gets into Edgemont territory, still rolling, and will finally come to a rest at the 37-yard line, but somebody got in there and got a hand. 3:54 left to go. Somebody got a hand on that punt, and Brescia still had enough momentum to get it away. So the Panthers get it back on offense. 3:54 remaining to go in quarter number 3, with the Pelicans still holding on to the 7-0 lead. Umizia called a lot of audibles early in the ball game, then went to a set pattern. Now seems to be going back to it as he checks out the Pelican defense. And not a lot of mystery on that call. Pitaro up the middle. Peter Cooney, 87, grabbing him. And Pitaro picks up another 4 yards. Let's take a look at the defense for the Pelicans. And you can see with a lot of linemen up there and the linebackers cheating up close to the line, they're in pretty good position to get the running game down.
On that last play where you saw in that replay, you have the defensive linemen. They're getting off the ball. They're beating Edgemont off the ball. And that's what you call controlling the line of scrimmage. Now they have to keep this up for the rest of the ball game. Play that excellent defense. Joe Del Vecchio, the defensive coordinator, is yelling at them to fire across.
Here's Pitaro, and he bounced right off number 45 for the Pelicans, Carlo Bordone. And he just banged into Pitaro, and Pitaro fell right down. No gain on the play. Watch Bordone. Nobody blocked him. Actually, it looks like he got more of a piece of his own man. Steve Freelander, the center, trying to block Bordone. So he saw him blitzing on the play and got in the way of Pitaro. So no gain. It'll be 3rd down and 6 again for the Panthers with less than 2.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Pelham still leading 7-0. And again, Zia trying to get the offense set. A little confusion in the backfield, so Zia's got to spend a timeout, and that will be their first. They'll have 2 more remaining. Well, we tried to get this done in the first half, but now I understand we can get it done here in the second half. Bring you up to date on the game scheduled around Section 1 this weekend. First of all, very big encounter up in North Rockland High School as the Purple Wave takes on the Raiders. Carmel will be at White Plains. What a shellacking they put on Ossining. The Tigers did last week, 55-0. Scarsdale puts their undefeated record on the line. They'll be at Fox Lane. Mamaroneck is at Ossining. Harrison at Woodlands. A very key game will be Portchester at Rye. Eastchester may get their second victory of the season as they'll be at Pearl River. Westlake is at Ardsley, and Briarcliff will be at Bronxville. We also have 7 other games that'll be played next weekend. This weekend, I should say. Irvington is at Croton, Pleasantville at Hastings, Valhalla at Pauling. There's a big one. Dobbs Ferry at Rye-Neck. That'll be a real good one. Tucko at Haldane, Stepanak at Holy Trinity. We told you about the 2 undefeated teams going at it. Iona Prep at Mount St. Michael, and the Harvey School will be at Rye Country Day. The Wildcats look for their first win of the season. 3rd down and 6 for the Panthers. 2:12 left to go, third quarter. Zia again to Pitar up the middle, and he fights ahead to the 44-yard line. Pickup of just 2 yards, but more importantly will bring up a 4th down, and the Panthers will be forced to punt the football away again. 121 yards rushing for Jim Pitar on the ball game. Has not scored a touchdown yet today. He has 10 in the first 4 games of the season. We told you lead Section 1 in the scoring race. 2 points ahead of Rob Conklin of Irvington. And as we told you, the Bulldogs will be at Croton tomorrow. Good strong kick, sending Dave Milanese all the way back to his own 10-yard line, and he's able to get it up just to the 12.
It's a flag on a play.
Hurt the Pelicans again. They have not had good field position here in the second half. Their second possession of the half, and they started at the 10. As you get a look at Milanese, and you'll see all he tries to do is get to the outside, but a nice high kick chased him all the way back to the 10-yard line, tries to come upfield, and grabbed there by number 62, Chip Waldrop. But the penalty, blocked below the knees, and will push the Pelicans back even farther, half the distance to the goal, so they'll bring this to the 6-yard line.
They're in a tough position here, John. They're going to really have to come out of it, because if Edgemont holds them, they'll be in good field position, and they're going to start driving down, get to that goal line. Key situation right here. You can't make mistakes. No fumbles. The line has to fire out, execute their blocks. Bad field position. You can't make these mistakes blocking below the waist.
Ball will be at the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Brescia keeps it on the ground, and a big hole opens up for Milanese. Slips away from a tackle and goes out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Good for a 1st down. Pickup of 15 yards for Milanese on the carry.
They're going off left tackle right here. The hole opens up. Now he wants to get to the outside. There's more room. Shakes off the tackler. Knocked out of bounds by 3. Now, the reason they're going to the left, they have Cusack, who's the left guard, and Mike Conlon, the left tackle. They're the best linemen that Pelham has out there in that field right now. They're doing a job.
Brescia again to Milanese. And he is across the 25 to the 27-yard line. A pickup of 6 more yards. 47 yards on the day for Dave Milanese, number 20, the fullback, as he checks out of the lineup and will be replaced by Carlo Bordone, number 45. 2nd down and 4 for the Pelicans. Just about 30 seconds left to go in quarter number 3. 7-0 the score. Pelicans with the football and the lead. Brescia tries to give it to Bordone. He has it, but goes down at the 26-yard line, and that'll be a loss of 1 on the play. And that should just be about it for this 3rd quarter. Pelham will set back up in the huddle. I don't think they'll have time to get another play off. They lead 7-0, however, on a 6-yard touchdown run by Mike Brescia at 9:04 of the 2nd quarter. And it looks like they indeed will have time for one more play. Brescia has the football still, but is caught from behind and dropped for a 4-yard loss. Another good defensive charge by the Panthers. And leading the way, number 68, John Elliott.
Pelham came out. Now that's formation and a power set right. And it just seemed that Edgemont read it very well. They overloaded, they slanted, they did everything they could to get to that power, and they did penetrate and made the tackle.
Good to have the band in action here tonight. Brescia will punt the football away. This one not as deep, but Jarmont can't get a handle on it, and the ball will be down by the Pelicans in Edgemont territory at the 37-yard line. So the Panthers will have it there. 1st and 10, trailing 7-0. With time running out here in the 3rd quarter. And the quarter has indeed come to an end here at Memorial Field in Mount Vernon. With the score, Pelham 7, Edgemont 0. We'll have the final 12 minutes of this latest edition of the Game of the Week when we return to Memorial Stadium in Mount Vernon in just a moment.
An important reason for my company's success is the fact that we do our homework. One of the ways that I ensure this is by using Parkway Limousine Service. Parkway provides me with a stress-free way to be one step ahead of the competition, because I know that when I leave the office, my car will be waiting. And for that mental edge, well, nothing beats a Parkway chauffeured limousine. For me, it's not a luxury, it's a necessity.
Call Parkway Limousine at 914-961-4200.
Hi, everybody. I'm John Carrillo, just hanging around to tell you another great high school football matchup is on tap for the latest edition of the Game of the Week. Be part of a cast of thousands when the Scarsdale Raiders, led by running back Larry Holloway and their head coach Dick Palladino, take on conference rival the Horace Greeley Quakers. It's a big meeting for both teams as we get ever closer to the bowl games, so join me and Ray Karowski this Saturday at 8, Sunday at 10, and then again Tuesday night at 8. It's Scarsdale playing host to Horace Greeley on the next Game of the Week, only here on Cable 3.
Excuse me. That should be a good one. We're looking forward to that matchup as the Scarsdale Raiders are #1 team among the large schools, taking on conference pro Horace Greeley. We hope you'll be with us next week for that one. 12 minutes remaining to play. The Pelham Pelicans looking to end Edgemont's 4-game winning streak here in this 1986 season, and right now they have the best of it, 7-0. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Oh, Pitaro breaks loose. Good move to the inside, and finally goes down in Pelham territory at the 38-yard line.
An excellent run by Jimmy Pitaro right up the middle. They're running that trap play. They're finding the opening, and a game-saving tackle by the defensive safety. There he is. He's off to the races. Number 33 comes on, strikes him down, makes the tackle. Game-saving tackle. TD tackle.
Yes, sir. 1st and 10. That is first down number 8 for the Edgemont Panthers. And they have it in Pelham territory at the 47-yard line. Zia again to Pitaro. Finds a hole, breaks it to the outside. Is grabbed there by Jason Kalinowski, number 33, before Pitaro's able to break it away again. This time he picks up 5 more.
Pitaro's running off tackle right here. He tries to break to the outside with his speed. Again, 33's in on a tackle. They're working on that middle. They're trying to get that play so that he breaks into the open. I would be very cognizant of the fact right here that they're going to try to go to the outside. They had the speed and to this white side of field, right where the slot is, right where Woody is, the slot back.
David Coe comes split to the near side, number 20, again up the middle, Pitaro. Whoa, what a boom put on by Andre Thompson. Oh, Pitaro able to get 2 on the play, but he really paid dearly for that. Want another look at this one? Watch 46. Oh. Yeah, you told us if he goes backwards, that's a hit.
That's a tackle. That's a major league hit. 6'5", 20 pounds. Pitaro's taking a beating out there. I'm surprised he doesn't come up with some kind of cramps in his legs or whatever. He's just running, taking a pounding. He must be in great physical condition.
Ball's at the 30-yard line. It's 3rd and 2 for Edgemont, trailing 7-0. And it is Pitaro again, and Pitaro gets it up across the 20-yard line. Down to the 19. Good for another first down. Pick up even 11 yards.
They found success up the middle, and they're going to stay with it. They're not going to the outside. They're not throwing the flat pass. They're just staying right with it. This is the kind of Ohio State Woody Hayes type of football. Going 80 yards for a touchdown, not making a mistake, having the offensive man fire out, control that line of scrimmage. That's the key right here and now.
24 carries, 164 yards for Jim Pitaro in the ball game. And it is a 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line of Pelham. Here's Pitaro. Another hole opens up, and he slips through to the 14-yard line. Put 5 more yards down.
Pelham's going to have to stay here. They're going to have to be in a hand-control defense. They can't penetrate because Pitaro's quick. He'll give a step, take it away, crossover step. He'll find the opening. Just stay there, maintain your ground, control your area, and come up pursuing, making the tackle.
2nd and 5. Ball marked at the 14-yard line. See again with an audible at the line of scrimmage. Sets the offense. Now wants to put it up. Again looking into the flats. Completes it to Jarmark. Stays on his feet and will go in the end zone. Great individual effort there by number 35, Chris Jarmark, the junior. They've been working for that route all evening long. Finally connected it. He shucked and jived his way from one tackle and goes into the end zone on a 14-yard pass completion.
Here's the play. Everybody thinks it's coming up the middle, including me. Wide open. There he is. Trips up, keeps his balance. Good feet. Cat-like balance. Goes in for the score. Jarmark is the 5th fastest man in track in a 2:20. He even beat out Dozier, who was the tailback for Valhalla. Now, you're talking about the 5th fastest man in Section 1, covering 4 counties, Rockland, Dutchess, Putnam, and Westchester County. He's got the speed. He's 4.6 in a 40, which is amazing for a football player in high school to maintain that kind of speed. And also he has the balance, which he maintained to take it in for a 6. Now what do? There's no question. You have to go for the win. You have to go for 2.
And that's probably why Edgemont has taken their 2nd time out here.
A tie,
they were set up.
A tie is like kissing your sister. You want to put your team under pressure all the time during practice every day so that they maintain their poise. That's the secret to success. Maintain the poise, no mistakes. And now you put it on the line because of the pressure exerted during the week of practice and previous games. You go for 2, the win.
Now Edgemont not set again on offense and have called another timeout. Now I assume the first one was taken by the Panthers. If that is the case, then that is all that Edgemont has in this ball game, as they have used all 3 timeouts. Mickey Spillett coming back out onto the field. Again, we remind you, Terry Smith, the head coach for the Panthers, not down on the sidelines. He's sitting next to us in the booth, and he is running the show from upstairs.
Now in this situation right here, Mickey Spillett's going to go into the 6-5 goal line defense. That means every eligible receiver, the 5 eligible receivers for Edgemont, will be covered man for man. That middle linebacker is the key. He's going to control any run from tackle to tackle. The defensive linemen are going to try to form a new line of scrimmage, firing across that defensive line and holding anything up if there's a dive, a trap play, or anything in that line. This is the key.
All right, the Panthers will go for the 2. Pitaro and Jarmark, the back. Zia wants to throw, puts it up to the back of the end zone, incomplete. Number 81, the intended receiver, Greg Lippman. And I'll tell you, Coach, I think even if he came down with the ball, he was out of bounds.
He was out of bounds.
All right, we'll take another look at it. Oh, great, from the back of the end zone. Now, you'll be able to judge here. Coming into your living room.
He was out.
He was out of bounds. So the defense has done the job after giving up the touchdown. They deny the 2-point conversion, and Pelham still leads 7-6 with 8:36 remaining to play in the ball game.
And that's exactly what Pelham did. They had those receivers covered man for man. In that situation right there, I would have rolled out a little bit, pumping that arm. The quarterback would be pumping the arm, causing those men to come up with the run, and then he can dump it off or run. You have an option to run or pass it in. But again, it was a good call, excellent call. But the Pelham defense, great coverage and stopping that two-point play.
Well, it has been everything we hoped for. Edgemont undefeated at 4-0, undefeated in conference play at 2-0. Pelham with 2 victories already this season, even up at 2-2, 1-2 in the conference. And right now they're defying the underdogs, leading 7-6. And this will be Matt Pinnell at his own 10-yard line. Gets one good block, sprints it to the outside, and won't be able to get away from Enver Acevedo, number 82. Finally corrals him and drops him at the 28-yard line. 8:26 remaining to go. Take another look at the replay on the kickoff. Mike Moore down on the field camera today, usually out getting our highlights, but doing a great job down on the field. Notice he's not bailing out early on these plays. And there you get a good look at the tackle made there. And finally, Pantella goes down. 1st and 10 for the Pelicans. Ball at their own 28-yard line. Inside counter again to Cooney. Big hole. Cooney rumbles his way up to midfield and across.
Boy, he's running with determination and desire. He's pumped up. He's picking up that extra yardage. He's not lumbering down that up the middle. He is going full speed. Looks like a college back. There's the speed. Look at the power he has. 2, 3, 4 men trying to bring him down. Cooney will not be denied.
First down, number 4 for the Pelicans. Brescia gives the football away. Nice play to Dave Milanese, number 20. And the fullback powers his way into Panther territory at the 47-yard line.
Here's where the strength and the power is coming to play right here in the 4th quarter. Pelham's a little bit stronger. They're bigger. They're heavier. They're just firing across that line, picking up that extra yardage. And I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Split stays with the running game right here all the way down.
All right, mark it at the 43. 2nd down and 3 for the Pelicans. Milanese, and he is stopped. Looks to be short of the first down. Looks like they'll mark it at the 41. He had to get just across the 40 for the first down, so it'll be a yard shy.
Pelham's in that one back, double tight slot offense. What they're going to have to do is bring another back into that backfield of theirs, run an isolation play. He'll pick up the linebacker, the first back. The second back will have the ball, pick up the first down or more yardage.
3rd and 1.
They're that 3 backs back there now.
Pressure on the keeper. Good move. Went off a tackle and powers his way to the 30-yard line. 10-yard pickup on the quarterback keeper.
Excellent call.
I like that move to follow the guard.
Yep. Here's Pressure right here doing a great job. He goes right there. The guard, the left guard comes down, makes an excellent block for Pressure to pick up the yardage. Excellent call.
From the 30-yard line of Edgemont, Pelham leads 7-6. Milanese across the 30 to the 28. He'll get 2 there. The clock continues to roll. 6 minutes left. 4th quarter. Pelicans have the football and the 7-6 lead.
Charles Lightsey is the offensive coordinator of Pelham, and he's doing an excellent game calling right here. Great plays.
Cooney sets up as the lone setback behind Brescia. And Cooney will get the call. Tries to break it to the outside. Now cuts it inside. Good move. Slips away from 4 tackles and goes down inside the 15.
Cooney's doing an excellent job of running that football. Goes off tackle. Going off tackle to the left right here. It's a low trap play. Outside, inside. Gets away a 1 man, 2, 3. 3, 4 men have to bring him down. What a strong, powerful runner.
83 yards for Peter Cooney so far in this evening's action as Pelham continues to roll. 1st and 10 from the Edgemont 15-yard line. Brescia get on the ground up the middle of Milanese, and he goes off of guard. Gets it close to the 10-yard line. Looks like they'll spot it just shy of there at the 11. And that's a pickup of 3 yards.
Right here is a reverse pivot. There's the ball right up, right tackle. Again, 3 guys. I would be looking for Cooney right here if I was Edgemont. He's just having a tremendous game of running with power, determination, and he's strong. He's 6'2", 185 pounds, but I think he's more like 190.
Brescia will give it to Cooney. Tried to find a hole off of left tackle. Nothing was there. Brought it back to the center of the field and just able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And right now on the field, we've got our 4-minute warning to be issued to both sides, and we're going to take another short timeout with a great ball game. Hope you'll stay with us. Right now, Pelham leading Edgemont by a score of 7-6, and when we return, the Pelicans will have it 3rd down and 5 from the Edgemont 9-yard line.
If your tires look like this, you better see Mavis.
No matter what make or model you drive, Mavis will service your car's brakes, shocks, mufflers, and front end, all with the latest equipment. At Mavis Tire and Auto Service, we'll sell you tires cheaper than anyone. We'll sell you Michelin tires cheaper than Michelin, Firestone, Dunlop, and Goodyear tires cheaper than anywhere. There's no reason to buy tires anywhere else but Mavis.
Visit any one of these Mavis Tire locations in Westchester, Putnam, Orange, Rockland, and the Bronx.
Back here at Memorial Field, John Carrillo along with Ray Karowski and the entire Cable 3 sports team for an exceptional high school football game. Pelham with the football. They lead 7-6, just under 4 minutes remaining to play. They're facing now a 3rd down and 5 from the Edgemont 9-yard line. Milanese in the backfield along with Mark Fawaz. Brescia has it, looks to the end zone for Cooney, incomplete. Nice defensive play made there by number 25, Woody Hahn, who stepped right in front of Cooney, who was open for a second, and batted the ball away.
That was a great defensive play, but again, I would be looking for Cooney. He'll run off tackle with power and strength. It's 4th down right here. Here's a crucial call. Mickey Spillett is going out, and he's going to go with bread and butter right here.
So timeout, the first taken by the Pelicans. In the second half, they'll have 2 more remaining with 3:29 left to go, and Pelham holding on to 7-6 lead. Can we show you the top 10s? We can, so let's do that. Cable 3 Sports, high school football top 10 for the small schools. Dobbs Ferry leading the way, looking for win number 43 in a row. As you probably are well aware of now, the Eagles with the 2nd longest current winning streak in the nation. The Gardens of Rye will put that undefeated record on the line tomorrow against the Port Chester Rams, our number 5 team. Irvington comes in at number 3. John Jay of Katona Lewisboro at 4. Bronxville is at 6. Rhinebeck is at 7. Rhinebeck will play Dobbs Ferry tomorrow afternoon. Edgemont at number 8, 4-0. Ardsley is at 9. And the Pelham Pelicans proving they belong in the top 10 at the 10 spot with a 2-2 record.
Now, in this situation, John, the defense is 6-5 again, man-for-man coverage.
And it's 4th down, timing pattern looking for Thompson. He's got a touchdown! Andre Thompson! Oh, with his Pee Wee Herman impersonation.
That's the height right there, 6'5". They want to throw that ball up, and they just told Andre to go get it. That's all that pass pattern was. The ball's going to be there. You go up and get it. 6'5", 220 pounds, comes down with the touchdown.
And they're a whooping and a hollering here at Memorial Stadium. Brescia in to attempt the extra point. Valenti is his holder. Ball is down, kick is away, and it is no good. Just off to the right-hand side. But more importantly, with 3:21 remaining to play, the Pelham Pelicans lead the Edgemont Panthers by a score of 13-6.
Now, John, the amazing thing about Pelham is they have a very good mental attitude because of the win that they had last week. And maybe a lot of people don't realize this, but in 1980 through 85, Pelham has only won 2 football games. They've already won 2 this year, going on their 3rd one. This is going to do a lot for the football program at Pelham. They're shooting for better than a 500 season, and if they keep this up, they might even end up in a ball game. And that's the key, that good mental attitude, believing in yourself that you can win.
Now, the important thing here, though, however, there is still plenty of time for Edgemont to come back, and with a two-point conversion, they can still take this ball game.
That's right, but you got to look at this factor too. You got momentum here on Pelham's side. Now we're going to see right now, if they come down very hard, you know, put on this rush to make the tackle, that means that they're going to be jacked up. They're not going to lose their poise. They're going to play deep on any passes, and they're going to try not to make anything happen. Again, Edgemont is well coached. They execute well, they're disciplined, and they know that they could go in and still win this ball game, like you said.
Oh, Brescia again setting to kick it away. You get a look from Daryl Stitt's camera on the tower in the end zone. Pitaro wears number 33. He is the deep back. And Brescia lets this one fly. Pitaro runs back, gets it at his own 15. Looks for the wedge to set up right up the middle of the field. Breaks away from 2 tackles and finally goes down at the 36-yard line. So the Panthers 64 yards away with 3:14 remaining to play in the ball game, and Pelham looking for the upset, leading 13-6.
What a great homecoming game for Pelham. Tremendous.
All right, Umizia will bring the ball club up. Sends Pitaro in motion to the top of the screen. Fires it to him, and he wants to put it up. Looks down the field, and it is intercepted. A.J. Romano with what might prove to be the play of the game. Romano intercepting the halfback option from Pitaro. And that is the first turnover of the ball game. So let's send Coach Kurowski down to the field to get set for our post-game interview with the winning coach. And, of course, our Cable 3 MVP. As Pelham brings the club up 1st and 10, the ball is at their own 33-yard line. But remember, we believe Edgemont is out of timeouts. Milanese with the call. Pitaro wraps him up, and Milanese across the 35, and he gets 2 yards on the carry to bring up 2nd down and 8. Peter Cooney with 83 yards rushing today on offense, and it looks like right now Mr. Cooney is going to be our MVP of today's action. And we'll have that for you at the conclusion of the ball game. Clock still rolling, 2 minutes to go. The Panthers unable to stop it. 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 36-yard line. Cooney sets behind Brescia. He will get the call. Bounces off of a tackle in the backfield and fights his way forward for a gain of 1 yard. And now we have a timeout, and Edgemont did have another one remaining. Timeout on the field with 1:39. A 3rd down and 7 when action is resumed. Well, I have this opportunity. It's a message I want to pass along to folks who might be watching this telecast who are interested in cheerleading, and I know there are quite a few of them out there. Over at Eastchester High School on Sunday, October 26th, 1 week away at the Memorial Gym, beginning at 9:30 a.m., they're going to have a cheerleading kickoff, dance, and cheerleading competition. And that'll be, as I mentioned, over at Eastchester High School on Sunday, October 26th. It's open to the public. You can watch the activities for a scant $2. And there'll be teams from around Westchester, Rockland, and New Jersey. And if there are any cheerleading squads who have not been invited and would like to attend, you can get a hold of Pat Handel in the athletic director's office Monday through Friday over at Eastchester High School. So that'll be Sunday, October 26th. Good event for cheerleaders. Right now, we have 1:26 remaining to play. 3rd down and 7 for the Pelicans. And there's a big play as the Panthers able to scoop in and knock Brescia down for a loss. And Mike is going to be very slow in getting up. Remember, he has that inflamed right shoulder, and it may have taken just about all it can handle for this evening's action. There was a loss on the play of 3 yards as the ball goes back to the 33-yard line. And you can see the staff of Pelham High School looking over Brescia. He's going to have to come out of the ball game. Now, that's a big play in itself right there because, as you know, Brescia is the punter. And as Coach Mickey Spillett told us during his pregame show, a possible Division I punter. But right now, with a 4th down situation, Pelham is going to have to bring in their second punter, and I'm not exactly sure who that's going to be right now, but it could be a big break. It'll be Jason Birch, number 15. He's a senior, and he's got a little pressure on him as the clock rolls in under a minute. High snap. He's able to haul it in. Kick is not very good off the side of his foot, but does take a Pelham bounce and continues to roll inside the 30-yard line down to the 27. So Jason Birch gets the job done. A high snap, a little bit of a rush, got a good roll, and now the Panthers with just 41 seconds left to play. They need a touchdown. A 2-point conversion would give the Panthers the victory if they're able to score. But time not on their side as they have no timeouts remaining. Zia's got to put it up. Rolls out, throws across the middle field, completed a flea flicker, and it's a good one. Jarmark cuts it back inside, still on his feet, and goes down to the 40-yard line. That'll stop the clock, so they're able to move the chains. 21 seconds left to go.
Come on, fellas!
Another look at it here. They make the reception, flip it outside to, that's Woody Hong, number 25. And Hong is the injured player on the field as they take a look at him. 34-yard completion. And the Panthers not quite done yet. Now this also helps the Panthers with the injured players. It did stop the clock, but with the reception, there's Mickey Spillett. He knows this one's not over yet. His team up 13-6. As they get Hong off of the field, now they'll start the clock. Zia brings the club up. 15 seconds to go. Straight drop back. Good protection. Airs this one out. It's intercepted by Valente. And Valente goes down to the 10-yard line. Second interception thrown by Umizia. There's no time left on the clock, but as we told you, that's unofficial. So the Pelicans will have to put it in play. But here's another look at it. Zia knew he had to go for it all. Overthrew his intended receiver right into the hands of Valente. And all Pelham will have to do is put the ball in play, fall on it, and this ball game will be history. They won't even have to do that as they get the clock started. As Brescia comes back into the ball game. And the referee's starting to move up. It's all over. The Pelham Pelicans have indeed come up with a big upset as they have knocked off undefeated Edgemont to a final 13-6. Oh, they're going to be celebrating tonight in Pelham. A tremendous outing by the Pelicans. And you can see Mickey Spillett. A little, probably the enthusiasm's gotten to him just a bit. They're going to let him sit and just kind of ball game for his Pelicans as they come up with a big win. 13-6. All right, we'll get a report on Mickey Spillett. Hopefully we'll be able to talk with him after the ball game. And we'll also have Peter Cooney as our MVP when we continue.
I'm going to court next week. I have been selected for jury duty. It's kind of an insane case. 6,000 ants dressed up as rice and robbed a Chinese restaurant. I don't think they did it. I know a few of them, and they wouldn't do anything like that. I lost a buttonhole. Where am I going to get a buttonhole? I still...
No, don't go. Come on, get in there. We don't have a weekend in. There was no goddamn weekend in. Now. Come on. Come on, boy. Oh, that's it. Let's get down there. Shift over. That's it. Come on, Steve. Oh, he's cheating back, Robert! Oh, no, he's come up. Ball's full. Hey, coach, tell Robert to go. Tell Robert. Go, Robert, go. Switch, back to QB. Got the ball. All right, return left. Return left. Go get up, fellas. Okay, go get it. Can't get set up. Hey, Jerlin, get ready. Come on, cut. Go. What did he check you, a 63X? Yeah. Come on, be tense. I wanted the other. Come on, cut. Hey. Go offside! Go offside! I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Come on, be tough. Come on, Robert. Jimmy, you're on the wrong side. nobody Oh, we got a 48 then. Yeah. Yes. Roll it right around. Go. Bring it right here. Yo, what's the first down field? Oh, sugar! We didn't intercept it! Go, defense! Heads up, go defense! Now they're excited. Hey, defense, take it back! Come on, defense! Come on, Dio! Go, Jim! Come on, defense! Go with your stick up! Go, Jim! Come on, defense! Yeah. Hold up! Go, Jim! Hey, get the punt return! Jim! Oh, shoot, he made it!
Yeah. We need this extra point. Badly. Double extra point.
You sure it's a 53? DJ Monster! Come on out there! Let's go! Omi, 34! 34! 34! 34!
Oh, shoot.
Oh! Where the hell was our weekend? Jesus, punt, punt, punt! Get it, bounce. Keep going, keep going. Now let it go. Come on, Steve. Come on, Steve. Holy Jesus, what? That was on Memorial, right?
Okay.
We got around 12? How could they be all over there? I don't know, but they both went over there. Woody's too deep. All right. Get the water out. Come on. Go. Hit off. It is starting to get us back. Come on, it's driving you out of there. There it is again, Robert. Shift you and Coach over a little bit. Tell Coach, and you move over, Robert. Robert, move over. Hey, Robert! Robert, hold you! Let's go! Return. Get it, Chris. Oh, one damn guy! Stop it! Come on out there, come on, let's go! Let's go! What the hell's he got on? What's that? Slot layout because of 12. He's got to hold you up. Hey, Omi! Hey, come here. Slot left strong 12 when they're in the yard. All third. All right, it's there. It's just there. Come on, now! Where are we? Nobody more than 5 yards. Why did he hit Moyle? What do you want, Coach? Go, Edgemont! Go! Oh, 4-4 there. Ready, come on, Edgemont! Go up it! Come on, on! Yeah, there's a guy. Come on. That looks good. Now. Okay, okay, play defense. Come on, Steve! Go, Steve! Hey, Todd! Way out! That's it! All right, punt return right! They're going to kick. They got way back there. Punt return right. Chris! Oh, sugar! Hey! What are you doing, Coach? We stay down on this ship. That's the quarter. Get the water out. Get him right over here. Come on, out! Come on, Amy! Robert! TD right. You got it. You get open. Oh, it's it open. Well, who was offside? We didn't get it anyway. We didn't get it. I can't believe it was so open. That play was so open. How could it not go for touchdown? Okay, play defense. Stop him right now. I can't believe. Hey, Umi! When you check the 10, you got to stop him. Come on, heads up. Stop him. Come on now. Come on, defense. Go, D-line. Go, D-hold him! That's a fumble! We didn't get it? No, we didn't. Send Robert. Robert, loosen up! This time, coach!
Call him in.
Go, Robert! Come on! Go. All right, go! I want Robert Boyle in there, TD right. Left, you going? Come on, come on! Go. I want... Tell him TD right, let's go, let's bury him. Let's go home! Oh, it's just there, it's there. Come on now! Come on, get it all the way. Hey, Robert! Tell Robert to go anytime he can. Umi, run for the goal. Hey, Chris, favor wide side. Flat, Terry. Tell him to get outside. Hey, Yamas, loosen up. Press more. Tell Umi to loosen up. Umi, loosen up. Do it. Come on. Press over one side. Tell Umi to loosen. Back up, Umi. Okay. Get loosen up, Umi. Cut. Come out more. Cut. Come on, D. Okay. Barry, I think I get the TV. Let's go! Look at him. Hey. Slot by 34. It is there. Let's go home. Go home. Chris. Now he's got to stop clock.
When he came back in. 20 there before.
Keep your intensity. Hey. Just run it. Right there. Slot left 40. 49. Didn't take the inside off.
Oh, that's great.
3 yards, 4 yards. Good play, Al.
Everybody's running today.
Offside. We got first down.
I worked on the committee.
Go. Go. They're going to go to the other side now. Get rid of it, Al. I'm going to tell you.
Third down, 18 to go. Ball Edgemont, 18-yard line.
Huh? Go, Frank!
I would never.
All right,
Today.
Right.
And the kid's going to touch it, he's going to get killed. He's dead. Ooh.
I didn't recognize you at first. Ow! What did you do? They should have put spells. I think they should do that every week. The pictures of the unhealthy.
What a play, my boy, man. Block it, Ant. Come on now. Block it. Block him.
Let it go. He almost...
Offside, they move. Go, Frankie, go. Good hole. Go, 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 go. Second man through again. Go. Attaboy, Frank. It's a dive. Alfie's going to keep. Get rid of it, Alf. Get rid of it, Alf. Go, Richie. Go, Richie. Good play. Offside. He got stuffed, man. Got a big line. Touchdown. Go, Frankie. Come on, Frank. Oh, that's close. Touchdown.
Number 44, John Rogers.
Fair snap. Yes. All ball. He went down. He's lucky. No, don't go in. Hit him. Yes. Ooh. That's a Cherico Floyd. The movement. Illegal. Intercept. The door right now. Big hole up front.
Yes, yes, yes. Through, first down. He's still going. Maybe he's learning.
Good run.
You got the tight backfield. Look at this.
Because they run to the right.
Offside. Short shag, huh? Black ball. Edgemont. Edgemont's ball. Oh.
He's going right up to.
Go ahead. Johnny, go, baby. Go, Johnny. Let's go, first down. Pitch, come on. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Reverse. Stay home, Anno, stay home. Pick it, pick him. Ooh, he almost got picked. Anthony got it. Get him, Ant. Get him. That's the issue. Thank God. Second drive in the place. Sweet, man. Come on up. Yes. Come on, big play. Hold him, hold him.
Third down, 40 over Edgemont.
Sweet, come on up. Anno, stay home. Stay home. Nice. Fake. Oh! That's a smart move. This is a run right here, right side.
Running right. Offsides or what? Something happened. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
13. Boston 13.
Timeout. Sweep. No.
Good tackle.
Oh, okay.
Can't do that against football. Kids like this do.
Good play.
We got it. We did.
Throw it, kid. Got tripped up the lip.
Right. They can't stop him. Ooh. Ooh, red boot. Nice kick. That's right. All right. Hold him now. Hold him. Why do you say that?
Nothing. Yes, on a pass. Oh, hit him.
First 10.
Imagine what he looked like to be worth shoulder pads. All right. Where do they think they're going with that?
Attaboy.
There you go.
Anything. First down. He's going to go off tackle. Oh, clip. Oh, what a shot. Oh, did they hit him?
Hold it. We enjoy your son's company when he's at our house.
First down, 10 to go. On their own 20-yard line. Second down, 10 yards to go.
Need a first down.
Very good.
All right.
Big play. Good. First down. It's close. I don't think
First down. This kid's fucked up, man. Pete Kelly on the carry. Couldn't have been Pete Kelly.
that's interesting. It's like
Oh. Oh. Hey. He's throwing right here.
end the game on lousy momentum. Right. Good play. Delay of game. Why? Why did you?
He's in. He's in. Ooh. I think it's Matt. Mola. They're going over the middle.
There's nothing to lose.
First down, 10 to go.
I think it's Matt. Mola. They're going over the middle.
To see how it's done.
It is an oddly intriguing place, rarely seen by outsiders. General Motors tear-down room, where each new model year, company engineers take apart the competition to see what other manufacturers are up to.
What we try to do is try to find out those areas that we are not doing as well as some competitors. Get in there and find out what it takes to beat that design.
Sitting atop a dozen or so tables in row one is a Ford Taurus dismantled down to its last bolt. In another row, thousands of parts from a new Toyota Camry are laid out, tagged and ready for inspection. In all, GM will examine an average of 15 cars a year from competing companies. GM says exhaustive studies of the competition and the input of its own engineering designs enable it to correct things in its cars. Thus, the company is able to improve quality, reduce consumer complaints, and avoid mistakes made by other automakers.
We thought we discovered a world-class rearview mirror on a particular competitor that we thought was pretty interesting. And when we checked around, it didn't even meet